just say?
What?
What?
Cripple piss.
It's the balanced.
It's a cornerstone of any balanced diet.
It's disgusting.
Go ahead and take a swig.
I'll pass.
Just a sip?
See how
No.
See how cloudy it is? That's how you know it's good.
No. All right.
Body's doing work. Well, the oil machine, you know what I mean?
Well,
Welcome to P3, yo.
yo, welcome,
P3.
Purple pill
I'm
phenomenon.
Gabriel.
Justin.
Young Guadalupe.
Oh my God, this shit again.
I don't know what to
David.
tell you.
David. It's David. So, what's been up, guys?
Not shit. Watching motherfuckers dance in the mirror at the gym for an hour.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was,
Is
pisses me off.
this at Planet Fitness?
Yes, sir. It's the only gym that allows that kind of shit to go on.
It's like getting your ass beat.
Yeah.
That's funny. He was just dancing in the mirror.
Yeah, I was telling David earlier, he's like, I think that's the same dude I seen like 10 years ago at 24-Hour Fitness. Like, probably. This guy looks like one of them motherfuckers.
Yeah, I remember one time when me and my buddy used to go to Planet, like a couple years ago. I guess I still go to Planet, but when me and him used to go, there was some guy out there doing like calisthenics, and then all of a sudden just started punching the yoga mats on the wall for 5 minutes. Nobody said a fucking word. Apparently, you can't have a gallon water jug and a fucking, what is it called? A stringer?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, but you can punch a fucking yoga mats for 5 minutes.
Yeah, I'm worried about fucking grunting too loud, and this dude's breakdancing in the fucking mirror taking up cables. What are you?
What'd you guys do over the weekend?
Well, before I get into that, I'm just going to address that this is the last episode we're introducing ourselves.
Why is that, Justin?
Principle. We already went over this. I'm a man of principalities.
Who hurt you?
The priest at church camp.
Say my name.
Yeah, fuck you, Julian.
Wow. Jesus Christ, man.
Actually, we should probably have him on the show.
Yeah, I know we need to. Maybe one of these days if he's lucky. I'm just playing. We'll have you on, Jules. Yeah, what'd you guys do over the weekend?
It's Friday.
Last weekend. What did you guys do?
Jesus
Christ.
Cousin's birthday party. That was pretty much it.
All right.
What?
Anything else?
Fuck.
I don't know. Okay, Nancy Grace. Go ahead.
That was Nancy Drew.
What'd you do, David?
Oh, fuck.
I looked at a lot of really
Porn?
terrible shit, my guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been...
Oh, hold on. Before you fucking... At least let me get my weekend out before we dive into this
I just want the
dark-ass
listeners to
episode.
feel the
Ass.
pain that we have felt for the last week researching this.
Man, we've been feeling like this for the
fucking
years
episode.
we've been researching this
Yeah,
shit. We just had
that's
to go hardcore
Yeah,
this
but-
last week because for this episode. So,
More or less opening old wounds. That's pretty much what that is.
well, yeah, that's true. So, what I did over the weekend, man, I really don't know now. You guys got me on the spot.
Yeah, it's not
What did
so
I-
easy,
Can I
huh?
see
Yeah,
your,
it's
can I
not.
see your Post-its and your pen, please? So I can take notes.
See, do
What
you have
did I
one?
do? What did I do over the
Yeah, he
weekend?
does. He's got Post-its and a
No,
notepad.
hey, you're not touching my fucking Post-its, all right?
You have Post-its? Let me see one.
No, this ain't fucking elementary school. Can I borrow your pencil? Can I
Yeah,
borrow
it
a
is.
piece of paper? No.
Are you borrowing my headset
Are
right
you
now,
gonna-
you ugly bitch?
Are you
No.
going to tell us about your fucking...
yeah.
weekend?
We're sharing. Shut your
Maybe
mouth.
I am. Maybe I am.
Dude,
Let me
'cause
see one of your fucking Post-its.
David has all sorts of good
Hey,
shit already
you got
pulled
me
up
on
on his
that
iPad that we could be talking about. But instead, we got to listen to whatever mariachi festival you went to this past weekend.
Oh, really? We started out like that?
Oh,
I
no.
love you. It's
Oh,
'cause I
sorry.
love you. You're all right.
Sorry, we all can't go to fucking hoedowns. All right. Oh man. Oh, my sister got shot. It's a hoedown.
Wait, what? Are you white?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
It depends on what moods
I thought
Gabe
that
in,
joke was
whether
funny.
I'm white or Puerto Rican.
A little mixture of both, maybe.
I don't know.
I'm the
Your
future.
mama's kind of weird looking. You know what I mean? Just because
Did you say his mom's weird looking?
My mom's weird looking. God, man.
You know what I mean?
It's fucked
His
up,
mom's
David.
good looking. Don't get me wrong, but tall Amazonian, dark skin, dark hair.
Just keep digging this hole, David.
Dude, I'm an Amazonian fan. Are you kidding me?
Dude, Gabe's got an aunt that's not too shabby.
Oh
No
my
shit.
God. All right, let's continue.
What'd you do last weekend, you fool? Jesus.
I didn't do much, man. I know I got to replace my HVAC. That's gonna be fun. Yeah.
You were saying something like it's going to be double. 'cause
Yeah,
of
dude
materials.
said because of fucking pandemic and all that shit. It's gonna be. I guess all the materials are hard to come by and everything costs a lot more now. But
Do you believe that?
do I believe companies are taking advantage of a pandemic? Yeah. Not
Do you think
necessarily
there's a shortage?
I don't believe his company is. I believe the companies that are selling him materials are, for sure.
But do you
Maybe
think
him.
there's
I
a
don't know. I don't
store-
know him like that. But he's always done. He's installed, systems at my last house, and he's done some repairs to this house. But it's like a never-ending fucking story, man. Anybody out there got any HVAC people? Hook up. Let me know. Or
So-
a retaining wall.
Dude, ain't nobody going to let you know. They don't even let us know about a show.
Yeah, that's true.
What the fuck?
Well, I need a
Yikes.
retaining wall too. I need landscapers out there. Hit me up.
Do you think the shortage is real though?
Of materials?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, seeing how many people were out of work, yeah, I don't know. Their job's not essential, is it? A lot of the times it's essential, but it's not considered with the government, right?
Yeah.
Because
I have no idea.
even how I've seen jobs, they had to hide behind it. Usually it's government contracting work, shit like that. Or am
So-
I just completely off?
What's all that going to run you then?
I don't know.
What, you have to
Way too
replace
much.
I don't know. I remember last year he gave me a price of like, I don't know, $3,500, $4,000, but now I think it's going to be, I don't know, more. I hope not anything more than $5,000. Fuck, I didn't even pay for that much at my last house, and I had a way bigger house than that, even though the size of the house probably doesn't even matter. But yeah, that
back-
was my weekend.
Grant Cardone says you should rent. You should own properties because it's, you're making money while you're sleeping, but don't ever own a property yourself because it's a bad investment.
Really?
That's what Grant Cardone says, yeah.
Yeah, he probably makes 6 figures a year.
Yeah, he owns numerous fucking hotels
exactly.
and apartment buildings.
I'm not going to go live in an apartment and pay 3 times as much as I pay for
Right.
fucking my house. I mean, granted, dude, it sucks,
But ideally,
Fuck, I've owned a home for the last fucking 8 years. It's
but
fucking.
ideally, your investment would be paying your rent, so you wouldn't.
Well, that's what I plan to do. I hope to rent this house out once the market hopefully crashes,
Airbnb.
which I think it is. I've heard a lot of people saying that it's going to crash. So I don't know.
It's coming around the corner. It always happens.
That's when I bought my first house. Is when the market first crashed.
That's what we're waiting on.
So hopefully it doesn't crash too much to where we all get fucked out of our jobs.
Well, we're essential, so I guess
Yeah, that's true.
as long as we're at war, we got jobs. That's just the
Yeah,
unfortunate
but-
reality.
We don't do. Yeah. No.
Well, it's just government contract work.
Yeah, you're
we
right.
do.
Jesus, we're gonna get fired.
Yeah.
After this podcast, we're just playing. We don't work for anything like that.
Certain bullshit.
Now, to all you people
airplanes.
going, holy shit, these guys are shills. We're machinists. Calm down.
Yeah.
We're not anything important. So
What'd you
All
do
right.
last weekend, D?
he said he dove deep. Oh yeah, tell us
Is
about
that it? Just
Yeah,
been
just-
depressed for the last week?
Yeah, hey, it's
Yeah,
fine.
same here.
Just Xanax and you know what I mean?
He gets it prescribed.
It's
Relax.
fine.
Do you need to talk
About what?
about?
Dude, Xanax always makes me sad for I am super depressed.
I'm not a
for
fan
the
of
next few days.
prescription pills.
That's why I can't
No,
take
you
that
shouldn't
shit
be.
anymore. Yeah, unless
Do
you need
think,
it.
Do you think they can be used safely?
Yeah, absolutely.
Depends
I
on
mean,
the
I use
person.
them safely.
just don't abuse it, right?
Exactly. You know what I mean?
Don't take like 5 of them in one night.
Yeah, do not do that. And if
Do
it's a
not
fireball
recommend.
to your head, don't do that either.
Don't do it.
How do you know about this?
Xanax and fireball, a bad combination, boy.
Listen to that, kids. You'll end up like Justin.
Extremely good looking.
No,
Oh, that's not where we were going.
no. That is not what we meant.
You'll end up fucking huge.
Yeah,
Oh,
all right. Yeah. All right. It's April Fools. All right, so
Dark web.
what's up, dude? Do we have any callers? Nobody. Any comments slide our way? Anybody want to chime in on the show and contribute?
Oh shit!
Anybody not scared to put their thoughts and feelings out there to P3?
I have the world's longest transcript of phone in.
Oh, okay.
This is from Horacio.
Oh, exotic.
Yeah, she's from New Mexico.
Yeah, cool.
First off, love the podcast. I love how everyone speaks their minds and it's not censored and that you don't get paid to say some bullcrap lies. My favorite episode is Aliens. Right there?
Yeah.
Is that better?
All right, go.
Do I sound like I'm underwater still?
God, fucking keep reading.
Since I am from New... Oh, here it is. Me and David used to play Xbox with her like almost 10 years ago. So we've known Horacio for a long time. Since I am from New Mexico, it has always been something that I love to read about and watch YouTube videos on. Something I really enjoyed to learn about was the whole Pizzagate children issues. You just want to address this shit after I read it all?
What did she say? She wanted to learn about what?
She really enjoyed to learn about the whole Pizzagate children issues.
Oh, okay.
So
I
a
think
lot
we
of the
brought
shit,
up a little bit of that on
the trailer episode,
trailer,
yeah. Especially having a little one of my own, it really opened my eyes about how evil the world is and how people with power can do whatever the hell they want. If you guys want to dig into that, that would be cool too. Last episode talking about the vaccine had me laughing when the guys started to talk about how hard people go for the vaccine. So true. There's a little laughy cry emoji, and then so true. So please tell Gabriel I believe that was him. I don't appreciate him thinking that the episodes are too long. I can listen all day. My only suggestion to the show would be to put a name to the voice, if that makes sense. Shit,
Well,
I've already
Justin
shot ourselves.
Yeah,
in the
Justin
foot
just
with
fucked that up. And I want to make this correct. I've never said anything about the length of our episodes, so
No, shut
I don't
up.
know why Justin even said that.
Shut up.
We can go all day.
It took me a while to figure out who is
Except for
who.
today.
It might help new listeners if they don't start from episode 1. Oh shit! Once again,
Could
the
you-
podcast and laughs.
Could you fuck her
You all
comment
give me-
up anymore?
Hey, dude, at least I don't read it at a 3rd grade reading level. You fuck.
And the little pony
What does Y-O-U
goes
spell?
over the
Hey, I got like one
fans.
sentence left. Once again, love the podcast and laughs you all give me when I have to deal with shitheads all day. Rossio, you're welcome. Thank you for the comment.
That's the reason why we started this, because we deal with shitheads all
Dude,
day.
we deal with
Love
shitheads. We work with
Thank you.
shitheads.
Love you.
We don't even have to deal with the general public shitheads. The people we work with are shitheads.
Yeah. I'm sitting across from a shithead right now.
I know you're not talking about me, cocksucker, because I haven't even been home for fucking like a month now.
Shut the fuck
I've been
up.
running every other goddamn machine in the shop except the ones I'm supposed to be.
Oh my god. Well, thanks for the comment. I appreciate it. We all appreciate it. Hopefully, we'll be able to read some more. Maybe we'll get 2 next time.
Fuck yeah, reach out to us, man.
Yeah, reach out
We're
to
not.
us.
We ain't gonna bite you.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah,
friendly
anybody
people.
want to comment on how fucking annoying Justin is? You know, DM.
Actually,
DM my personal.
You want to
account.
know? You want to know why they're probably not doing it?
Why? Why is this? Come on.
So they don't get a. You may have been exposed to extremist content message on.
Oh,
fucking
I thought you were gonna
Facebook.
talk shit on me. I was like, fuck you.
No, that's coming.
It's coming.
Oh, like coming.
Yeah, they probably are. They probably are scared. Yeah, what's up with that? With the whole Facebook shit?
I don't, dude.
I haven't got
fucking
one
know.
yet, so I must not be too extreme. Time to raise it up.
Well, no. See, here's how I think about it. I think we don't get those messages because
We're nobody.
they're warning people about us. Like you're getting the shit
Oh,
from
we
us.
are the extremists.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Dude, I don't know, man.
Well, have a party, celebrate.
I just want to let everybody know I'm not an extremist.
Dude, I made a post about it like yesterday. Freedom isn't extreme. So
It
go
is
fuck
to
yourself.
everybody right now that's been indoctrinated over the
Go fuck yourself. Then.
fucking 12 grades they've been going through in life.
And Fox News and CNN.
Yeah, oh, yeah,
All the dog
dude.
shit.
Have you seen that meme where it's like Homer Simpson's in the garage, and then it's like faces CNN outside the garage, and he's like, "Hey, I just want to tell you," and he just starts closing the garage door about and
The
then
Ned
it's Delta
Flanders.
variant. No, you haven't seen that? It's a Delta
Yeah.
variant one. I was like, wow.
Yeah, it's Ned Flanders.
Oh, is that what that's called?
Well, that's the guy who
that's
was
what the guy's
closing the
called. Yeah,
door
I
on.
haven't
Yeah.
seen Simpsons in forever.
Me neither, but
I used to watch that show a lot.
there's a heavy metal band that's all they do is like O'Killy O'Dilly or some shit like that, and they're
Oh,
all
really?
dressed as Ned Flanders. It's it's hilarious. Anyways,
They've predicted a lot of shit too over the years, haven't they? They have like a whole bunch of like little memes and shit of them predicting stuff.
Oh yeah, Simpsons did it.
Yeah.
now just to bring it up because Rossio was so kind to bring it up. Pizzagate.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh yeah, break it down for them what that is, like real quick. No, we'll definitely get an episode into that.
we're gonna have our own episode.
A
on
small
Pizzagate.
summary of it.
But essentially, I'm not going to give a summary because I want them to have a whole episode that they can
Yeah,
watch.
well, just at least tell them what it is. They're like, what the fuck
I
is
think,
Pizzagate,
I think
Justin?
people listening to us know what Pizzagate
No, they don't,
is.
because there's a lot of people that are new. Pizzagate, huge scandal with an actual pizza shop, fucking it involving CP and fucking human trafficking bullshit.
Yeah, this is the
Basically sick fucks. And they were using pizza and fucking other code words.
James Alefantis is the owner of Pizzagate, and essentially, whenever Hillary's emails got leaked, John Podesta, which was her campaign manager, in those emails was a bunch of strange referencing to food, mainly pizza. And actually, Gabe, are you on Google right now?
Yeah.
Go ahead and Google who Chester Bennington's dad is. Yeah. Oh yeah. But
What the fuck was that?
David knows where I'm going with that.
Oh.
So
Lee Russell Bennington?
no, there should be something else right down in there. Unless they took it off. They probably took it off, don't you think?
You said his dad, right?
His dad.
Yeah, his dad's name is Lee Russell Bennington.
Well, this is the thing. Should I just come back to it or just say it right now? John Podesta, there's a conspiracy theory that John Podesta is Chester Bennington's dad. Because the whole theory around Chester Bennington and Chris Cornell's death, their suicides, was that they were suicided because they were making a sex trafficking documentary. And all this shit had come out that Chester Bennington is actually the son of John Podesta and was sexually abused throughout his whole childhood. And so
Which is a fucking...
we're gonna go in deeper on
Fucked
that
up,
in the actual Pizzagate episode. But
What are we talking about today, Justin?
I thought we were talking about Pizzagate. James
Oh, you're
Alefantis,
still
the
going?
owner.
That's a long ass summary. I'm
Yeah,
cool with
dude,
it.
that's
I'm
what
cool
I'm
with it. I'm good with it. I'm good with it. You said you didn't want to. I'm good
It's
with
all
it.
part of the dark web.
Okay,
Go for
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Right?
I'm just gonna
It's all
cut.
part
I'm just
of
gonna
it's all
cut
part of what
myself
the
off on
episode's about.
Pizzagate because I'll ramble on about it for hours. But in one of these emails, also to tie it to Saturn, is Hillary Clinton had sent out an email saying that they were going to sacrifice chickens to Moloch. Now, chickens, or potentially children, because they're using code
Code
words.
names, yeah.
That you're like, oh no, that sounds like a fucking conspiracy. You're just making shit up. These are all code words that the FBI recognizes as code words for child sex trafficking.
Yeah, and you can
So,
look those up.
yeah.
They also have symbols, too.
Yeah.
They have the symbols.
Which Besta Pizza, which is right down the street from Comet Ping Pong, who the owner was one of the head guys of the child sex trafficking division at the FBI, owned this pizza shop, and the symbol was the triangle with the spiral in it, which is a FBI recognized child sex trafficking symbol.
Yeah.
So think about that for just a moment. If you don't believe me, you can actually go look this shit up if they haven't. YouTube's not a good place to find information anymore. They keep deleting everything. Surviving Life, which was the best series channel about the dark web is no longer on there, and now there's everybody's accusing him of grooming adults into a sex cult and all this other shit. I've listened to interviews with him where he's just like, nah, addressing it, and he's fighting it head on because he knows it's bullshit. I've heard both sides, and it sounds pretty fucking ridiculous. His name is Ron Swanson. You can look that up on YouTube at his channel. Oh, Frazzle Drip, bro. This is another thing that kind of ties in to Pizzagate. Is you just want me to read it?
That those two are connected?
Yeah, because it's allegedly it's Hillary Clinton in the video. Allegedly.
Because no one has seen it.
Yeah, it's
supposedly.
It's one of the most. Two of the worst videos that we know about. Daisy's. Let me go ahead and give you guys a disclaimer. Gabe said we shouldn't, but I think you should because this is some really dark shit. So just keep that in mind if you continue to listen. We're going to be saying and talking about some really dark shit just to bring it to your attention so you at least know what's out there. Don't type any of this shit in. Because that's the last thing you want to do is get dinged for CP. So
this topic was brought up to us by a listener, Julian. He wanted us to get into the dark web, discuss some things that go on, what it's about, kind of just the history and kind of what all's on there. So, like Justin said, there's a disclaimer, it's going to be some fucked up shit, man. I'm not going to lie. But I'm not going to say if you don't want to listen, go away, like turn off your fucking phone, blah, blah, blah. What I am going to say is I believe everybody who is an adult should listen to this shit, man. Like, if you keep hiding from this and sheltering yourself and acting like it doesn't exist, it's going to continue on. Mm-hmm. And only if you open up your eyes to it, and it's hard, trust me, I've had times where I've cried and like just looking at this shit and listening to it. And
yeah, dude, standing there at work.
Yeah.
You got a fucking tear rolling out your eye. Just imagining.
Me and Justin were talking. I think we almost both started crying when we were talking about this shit.
Bro.
It's fucked up, man. And, especially, when you have kids too. I mean, even if you don't have kids, but if you do,
just compassion and empathy for others, especially children.
Yeah, imagining that this could be your child there, and the whole dark web doesn't only involve that, but that is one of the darker sides to it. So basically, I think everyone should listen to this shit. I think everyone should start doing their homework, maybe looking up organizations to help out with, that are fighting this shit that's going on. So yeah, a good organization is OUR, Operation Underground Railroad. Look into them. I share stuff on my Facebook about them. There's also like an Amazon Prime documentary, deals with the whole human trafficking and all that. So that's kind of what I just wanted to put out there too.
The more light you can bring to these type of subjects, I think will help out.
Exactly.
To be honest with you, we have to have these hard ones.
Yeah, communication, education, it's the best thing we can have.
Yeah,
just the reality of the situation.
What is ultimately bad. So
now, I just want to. David and I are going to touch on Frazzle Drip real quick, and fuck it, go ahead, dude. Well, Frazzle Drip is allegedly this satanic ritual video that allegedly shows Hillary Clinton drinking the adrenalized blood of this child, and like cutting her face off, right? And if you had seen any of the conspiracy shit while it was on Facebook before it all got scrubbed, and it was showing at the beginning of quarantine with Hillary, Ellen DeGeneres, and she had that red face on her hoodie. You remember that?
No, I don't.
That is allegedly. How would you describe that? It's not like it's referencing Frazzle Drip is what it's essentially doing. Same with the Wilson from Castaway. The volleyball with the red face painted on it, it looks like that for a reason. It's not just a red face. It's the
Ellen DeGeneres slammed for wearing a hoodie that supposedly mocks child with mutilated face.
Mhm.
Is that something different? Or?
No, that's it. This is it.
But that's saying child with mutilated face. I'm guessing a child that maybe something happened to them. Not the whole Frazzle Drip thing. It
Well-
could be looked at as just a child with maybe some birth defects or
Yeah, that's true.
something happened to them. But I don't see the picture.
I doubt
Oh, that's creepy.
there they
A
are,
picture of
bro.
Hillary Clinton and Ellen DeGeneres
That
together.
fucking
Jesus
picture.
Christ.
You got anything you want to...
I always thought Ellen was real nice, dude, until I heard that she was an asshole. But
Like
then
Martha
again,
Stewart back in
yeah,
the day, right?
We got to remember though, too, man. Like, who's calling them an asshole? Are they fucking little bitches? Like, are they just basically overreacting to a situation? Maybe like, oh God, she told me what to do. You know, like we don't know that shit.
All right, but at the same time, Bill Cosby just got released, and
What about?
he used to make his staff sit there and watch him eat pudding.
Oh yeah, that is weird.
So-
yeah, you're right. You think she's doing that shit?
I've heard stories of Ellen being a complete asshole, so
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past
Yeah.
a sick pedophile, my guy.
How the fuck did Bill Cosby get released?
From
Now we're
my
kinda jumping around.
understanding, basically by an error.
Oh, okay.
By an error, he basically got off by
By what?
I believe it was a technicality or something.
Yeah, so what had happened was the judge or the prosecutor or whoever had made him a promise that his testimony wasn't going to be used from the civil case, that it wasn't going to be used in the criminal case, and they used it in the criminal case. So essentially, he got off on an an unwritten technicality that was just an agreement between the prosecutor and the defense team.
Oh,
So they let him out, which is fucking bullshit.
yeah. Well, isn't that our justice system a lot of bullshit?
This is a criminal justice system.
Yeah, you're gonna see a pretty good example during this podcast. You know, when we dive deeper into this dark web, deep web shit.
Frazzle Drip, I'm just reading it off of here on the old Wikipedia. But I didn't know it was removed from Anthony Weiner's laptop. Now, this is the video that if you start diving down this rabbit hole, if you have the stomach to dive down this rabbit hole, who was the police chief? There's a police chief that killed himself after seeing... God, Bill Cosby's ugly as fuck. God,
I got
damn.
his picture pulled up on the TV.
Way to interrupt a
My
fucking
bad.
dark
Dude, that was creepy.
sentence. But this police chief, after
America's
seeing this
dad.
video, is why he killed himself, supposedly.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He watched that, dude. Can
Well,
you
yeah.
imagine?
Dude, he was Anthony Weiner. Do you guys know who Anthony... You know who Anthony
Yeah,
Weiner is.
the guy who leaked the emails, or no?
No.
No, is that the wrong guy? There's so many fucking names.
Hama or some shit like that. One of Hillary Clinton's assistants
Uh-huh.
was married to Anthony Weiner. And Anthony Weiner's like a New York politician or whoever the fuck he is.
Okay.
And he got busted sexting minors. And so they confiscated his laptop.
Wasn't this just like a couple years ago?
No,
Or maybe
this
a
was
year
in like
ago?
2015. This was when Hillary Clinton was running for president, because it was like this big deal that somebody who was so close to Hillary Clinton, her husband, is sending naked pictures of himself to minors.
I feel like I remember this. I thought it was only a couple years ago, but
Dude, it's because we're getting old, man. Time flies.
Yeah, fuck.
But
I got bad memory.
Hama Abedin.
Who was that?
So the girl, Anthony Weiner's wife, who worked for Hillary Clinton, Frazzle Drip stars allegedly the both of them torturing this poor young girl sexually and just torturing them.
And what was the reason why they're doing that?
Rituals. It's all ritualistic, man. This goes back to black magic. Sorry,
Drinking their adrenochrome.
adrenalized blood, and adrenochrome. If you like go on Wikipedia, I think Wikipedia will tell you that it was first brought into pop culture, or the conspiracy theory derives from Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, where Johnny Depp, he's playing Hunter S. Thompson, taking all these drugs, finds the adrenochrome, takes it, and then later on in the night they're trying to get into that show, and Johnny Depp goes to the bar and there's blood all over the floor and everybody's turned into a fucking lizard. There's a reason why. There's a reason why. Yeah,
Hollywood
exactly.
and their fucking symbols.
Exactly, bro. It's all symbolic, and they're letting you know exactly what they're doing every chance they get, and they know you're too stupid to recognize it. Well, not anymore, motherfuckers. P3's coming for you, Hillary.
Open your eyes.
Open your eye.
It says
Right,
adrenochrome.
right.
It says
That's
it says adrenochrome is a pigment obtained by the oxidation of epinephrine.
Epinephrine is pharmaceutical grade adrenaline. That's what they shove in your fucking heart to restart it.
Yeah, it's a hormone and neurotransmitter used to treat allergic reactions, to restore cardiac rhythm, and to control mucosal congestion,
Crank, right?
glaucoma, and asthma.
Crank is when he there's a scene where he was
That was a
shooting
good movie,
epinephrine
dude. That's
in
with
himself.
what the fuck's his name?
Jason Statham.
Jason Statham, dude.
Yeah.
Running down the street with a heart on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Just full rager.
Dude, every
full
and
range.
every girl I talk to, dude, has a thing for him, even though
It's
he
'cause
looks
he's
like an
bald.
old man.
He's bald. He's got muscles.
You think so?
Yeah,
I wonder if he has like a legit like martial arts background.
he does.
Does he?
Yeah. I don't know exactly what.
We ought to do an episode on him. Maybe we will.
No. Everybody knows who Jason
All
Statham
right,
is.
get back to being
Fuck.
serious. All right.
All right, so I'm done
So-
talking about Frazzle Drip. That would be in Pizzagate episode.
Hey,
It's
but I was
fucked
going to
up.
tell you though, dude. Could you imagine the fucking FBI agents and whatever other, detectives have to look at that shit? Like, could you imagine? I mean, I don't know if I'd be able to fucking continue to do that. Not to mention with all the numbers I've seen on how much of this CP and human trafficking and even slavery shit like is out there, like videos and shit. Like, I have seen a lot of those slavery ones. Those are fucked up, dude. People getting fucking stabbed in the basement, fucking tied up, and just because they're slaves. And it's crazy because you think slaves, you think white and black. No, this was over in like Liberia, fucking just stabbing the shit out of, poor people, basically.
What? You can watch the video.
I think it was, Liberia, right? Yeah, I think it was Liberia.
Now, I'm just going to say
Happens
this.
everywhere.
I've been researching red rooms all week. Because because once you get into the Pizzagate thing, it ties into the whole dark web CP bullshit. Because it's all kind of intertwined together. So I didn't want to hear all that shit again, so I just focus on red rooms. What is this? You've seen the David Cronenberg film Videodrome? Is that what that is? Videodrome? You understand the basic concept of a red room? Essentially, it's a live feed of people being systematically harmed in highly perverse ways. Some even speculate that for a price you can act as the director of the red room and instruct the operator what to do to the victim. Yeah. Red rooms are where you can go. It's an interactive type video where you basically, highest bidder gets to choose how the victim is tortured. Now, there's a lot of, the internet right now is kind of divided on if they're just an urban legend, because every time you hear about it, nobody's got the balls to go try to find one of these things. Me included. I do not want to watch this shit. And especially, it's fucked up.
It's not that we want to watch it at all or even fucking know about it. It's that you should, because this is happening to human beings. It's not
And
like...
when you realize heads of state are implicit in a lot of this shit,
Yeah.
it really makes you...
Yeah, get your blood boiling.
Right. It's going to turn even...
Or even how the dark web even came, or the deep web even came to be. I mean, it was funded by the government.
Yeah. Yeah, the
It was
government
created
originally
by
created
them.
it.
Yeah.
But the
And still
dark
to this
web,
day, they fund it. Still to this
Yeah.
day. But we
We're
can't
gonna
say
get
just
into
for
that
nefarious
later.
actions. Yeah.
We're going to get into that later.
Yeah.
Of the FBI perpetuating some of these sites. But, what was I going to fucking say?
Red rooms.
Red rooms. But anyways, we really only, since none of us have balls big enough or we're twisted enough to even go look at this shit, all of what we hear about it are like third, fourth, fifth, sixth person perspectives, and I heard about this from somebody else, and I heard about this from somebody else. There are forums for this shit all over the dark web. For all of this, for hitmen, you can hire hitmen, buy drugs. That's what Silk Road was about. All the way to CP and snuff films, live interactive snuff films.
Yep.
And the dark web is 97% of the internet, roughly. So all that it's referring to is...
I've heard that debated.
Yeah, well...
No one really has a number. I heard from 10% to 4% to 1% is only the internet we use. And the
Right.
rest is deep web. But it is a large...
So at least 90%.
Yeah, let's just call it 90 at
Yeah.
least. Yeah.
Because we're being generous.
But let's also say, too, though, on a lighter things, that the dark web isn't always used for
Right.
bad intentions either. I mean, there's people, the activists, that use it because maybe the country they live in, the governments, suppress their freedom of speech, and to be able to talk and plan things that they need to plan. We don't always have there's not places that have the freedoms we do.
Mm-hmm.
And I know, like, a lot of people think that we're suppressed and all this shit here, but there's countries where if you say the wrong thing about the government, you will go missing. Like, you wouldn't be able to do shit like what we're doing right now, exposing shit that we've found and seen in some countries, So there are good things to the deep web, and basically it is just so you don't get fucking, thrown off a cliff.
Yeah.
Basically, like kidnapped and fucking never seen again. There are people using it for good things, and also if you don't want to be tracked either. There's some believe that you shouldn't be tracked everywhere you fucking go.
Mm-hmm.
So they use this platform to be able to search freely, without anybody getting a hold of your fucking information and sending you a fuck ton of wish fucking things that you need. Like, oh, you need this fucking furry handcuffs,
Now,
So, yeah.
going back to the dark web and it being most of the internet, and you're only able to access a small portion of the internet, like through Google, because that's all the browser allows allows communication with. Because when you're on the internet, you send out a signal requesting information. The website basically answers that and sends your computer via your IP address the information. So torrent browsers are proxy servers, torrent browsers. They don't allow that communication, so the website you're requesting information from won't know where it's coming from. They don't get your IP address, essentially. I'm not a computer nerd, so I don't know much about it. But yeah, dude.
You're
Where
talking
do you want
about
to start?
Are you talking about Tor?
Yeah.
Yeah. What does that stand for again? Something
The
onion.
the onion router.
The onion router.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
That was made
created by the government.
Yeah, by the government. Yeah. and that's the only way you can access it, right? And there's other.
No, there's a bunch of different types of.
That's the
Browsers, right?
browser. I think there's only one browser in there. Yeah. Okay.
So there's only one. It's only that one Tor browser.
Yeah.
So then, what's up with the different types of, like BitTorrent, DuckDuckGo, and Excavator? Like, what's the difference in all that?
Just different paths of communication.
Search engines.
Yep,
Okay.
basically.
Within the Tor browser.
hmm
Yeah.
So like us going to DuckDuckGo on Google Chrome type shit. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Pretty wild. They said there was like, I guess the guy Michael B. Bergman, back in like 2001, coined the term deep web. So, I don't know who that fucking guy is, but
Yeah.
I mean that's pretty recent, right? 2001. That's
Well,
kind of
yeah,
when
but
everything popped off.
The
too.
internet's only been around since the early 90s.
Oh yeah, I guess. Well, for us.
Yeah, for us. Thank you for correcting me.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty wild, dude.
Now, where do you want to fucking start? That's
Well, you started in Red Rooms, so might as well
Dude.
finish that up, man. That's kind of a fucking hard one. Man.
okay,
Get that out
now-
the way, you know.
where did I leave off on Red Rooms? About how some people say that it's just an urban legend because nobody's actually seen this shit.
Yeah, because the government goes after more of the viewers now than actual content
Yeah.
creators.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's just because they can't find these motherfuckers, you know, or if they're involved, or they just like to keep this ring of let's lock these people up and generate money off
Job
the income
security.
for these prisons. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, job security too,
Yeah.
man. It's probably all the above, man. Purple pill, that shit.
Yeah.
But now, just because the deep web is full of all kinds of shit, the worst of society, literally, and some of the best of society as far as free and open communication and interactions, the black market essentially, which yeah, you could buy fucking human organs and shit and all this other stuff, but you can also buy all the regular shit, as well. It's not just bad shit on the internet. You can buy tables. I'm sure there's a black market for Home Depot shit.
I mean, Craigslist is the black market.
Essentially,
You know what I
it's
mean?
just an unregulated market. Is
Yeah.
all the black market is referring to. But now, some of this bad shit is even on the surface web. As far as there's a Filipino woman, I think, that recorded to get back at her ex-husband, her hanging her kid, and that is on the surface web. The video of FaceTime recording of it.
When was this?
I don't know.
Well, here just
Fucked
recently,
up.
you could buy, you could watch on YouTube slaves being sold and bought.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, that was that in Lebanon, right?
hmm
I think it was over there.
In parts of Syria. I know there's concentration
Yeah.
camps in China.
Yeah, you can watch war footage all day, people getting blown to bits. I mean, that's technically snuff, right? But now this is where the definitions of...
Doing it in the name of freedom.
Well, the
That's what they
definition...
say. That's what they say.
The definition of a snuff film
Yeah.
is extremely muddy, and nobody can really agree on it, because what a snuff film technically is the murdering of somebody on camera for the intent of selling it as a movie. So, like the soldiers getting blown up, not technically snuff.
But like Faces of Death, though.
Faces of Death was the human aspect was fake. It came out as fake.
All those clips were fake?
Well,
No, because
for
there was
example,
some real stuff in there.
but now that's not snuff either. Like the guy getting eaten by the alligator.
Yeah.
That's not technically
What
snuff.
about that guy shooting himself in front of everybody in court? I think it was in court.
That's not technically snuff.
Remember that guy who came in and shot him? Do you remember that one?
Yeah, that's not technically snuff. Now you got to remember what the legal definition of a snuff film is. So its sole intent was to be recorded and sold as such. So now CCTV footage isn't technically snuff. Accidents happening isn't technically snuff.
It says a pornographic movie of an actual murder.
Okay. Pornographic. This is where the fucked up shit starts to come in. There was a man, just a second, let me find his name. Anatoly Slavic or some shit, Slavovich. Let's see here. Anatoly Slivko. This is a Russian
Serial killer?
serial killer. Yeah, dude, this guy's fucked up. To tie into the pornographic aspect of that definition.
You want me to read off who he is, though?
Yeah, fuck it.
He's a Soviet serial killer, sexual predator, and a necrophile.
Necrophiliac.
I thought that's what it's called, but this is necrophile.
A necrophile.
Necrophile.
So he fucks dead people.
Yeah. He was convicted of killing 7 teenage boys in and around, oh god, I'm going to butcher this too, Nevinomisk,
It's all Russian. bro.
Stavropolkrai, Russian SFSR, between 1964 and 1985.
So, what started Anatoly Slivko down this depraved path? He was a normal guy for the most part, right? Well, he's walking down the street one day. This drunk guy on a motorcycle crashed into a Boy Scout troop and became sexually aroused from seeing these dead boys. And like they say, like the blood was running. It was brutal. It was horrific.
He was there and he seen that?
He was walking down the street and it happened like basically right in front of him. So he
Oh.
saw all the carnage, and he even says that the smell of gasoline and the fire and the whole environment, the blood running down the street, these kids and these young boys in even their Boy Scout uniforms. That's it. It turned him on, and that's what led him down this road
I
of
think it was just one teenage boy.
one boy.
Well, that's what they're saying, but you never know with Wikipedia, you know.
Right. Well, either way, the motorcyclist ran into a group, a Boy Scout troop. Or
Yeah, it's fucked up.
It's over in Russia. It's not the Boy Scouts. It's
So
something else.
what does he have to do with the whole?
Because
kinda
of
where
his
it all-
sexual attraction to harming and mutilation and all this other shit. That's what got him off, and he didn't even know it until this had happened. So now, what? Probably the worst human being on the fucking planet. His name is Peter Scully, and if
Before you go into that, I just want to let you know he was executed by shooting on September 16th, 1989.
that was Slivko, not Scully.
Yeah, Slivko.
Scully's in prison
Yeah.
still.
But they need to bring that back.
Yeah,
Definitely. Not protect him and fucking...
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What were you saying, though? Peter Scully?
This is the dude that this is a motherfucker that nightmares are really made of.
Yeah. People that are actually real and out there. I mean, to think that he's only by himself, he's the
Yeah,
only
he's
one.
not.
It's not. That's the scary part.
So Peter Scully was from Melbourne, Australia,
Yeah.
and had kids, had a wife, was relatively normal. Took off one day.
That's what he said.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
Who knows what happened in Australia?
Yeah.
But he ended up scamming some investors out of a fuck ton of money. Fled to the Philippines, got hooked up with these Filipino hookers. Essentially, they became his girlfriends and partners in crime. And Peter Scully and these girls ran No Limits Fun.
I don't even think they were girlfriends. They were just hookers he had basically employed.
That's what I hear the most. That's just what I hear
Yeah.
the most. That they were like his girlfriends, and but he met them through prostitution.
Yeah, yeah.
And No Limits Fun is responsible for 2 videos, Dafu Love and Daisy's Destruction. I kind of don't even. This shit fucking makes my stomach turn just thinking about it. I don't even really want to say it, but it has to be said. This shit, you guys got to know that motherfuckers like this are out there, and again, it even runs into the highest levels of power in the world, not just the United States. But now, what's fucked up is there are people who say that these videos in the furthest corners of the deep web, that these videos are still available. Which is extremely fucked up, that these exist in the first place, and even after he's been locked up and in prison, that they're still available. But,
Supposedly, yeah.
supposedly.
Nobody
But
wants
then
to
again,
admit they've seen them.
Once it's on the internet, it's always on the... Yeah, if anybody admitted to me that they've seen this shit, they'd probably... It'd be hard-pressed for me not to kill him, you know what I'm saying?
Well, but I mean...
Just out of sheer rage, a blackout rage, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you son of a bitch, you fucking... Because you can't just stumble upon this shit. This is the kind of shit that you gotta access through backdoor links and shit that
That's why they call it the onion, right? I mean,
right,
it's
because
layers.
there's multiple layers.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And this
shit's
is
encrypted.
this is how BH Kids got brought up into the whole child sex trafficking thing, is because what was it, David Out of the Shadows was talking about BH Kids, and he found BH Kids because he had Googled some Chinese symbols that were in a picture of Andrew Bourdain and Obama, and it was BH. So then he started, well, why is it just BH? Like, what's BH? And that led him down a rabbit hole that got him a call from James Alefantis, because he started exposing Pizzagate. I have a 120 video playlist that there's only maybe 10 of them that haven't been deleted, exposing all of Pizzagate that used to be on YouTube. So when we say that they're scrubbing the internet of proof and people pointing all this shit out and connecting dots that they didn't want to be connected, it's gone. They have the power to just delete the channel, delete the video, and scrub the whole surface net of it. Because once it's on the internet, it's always on the internet. And that's probably why they can't get rid of these other 2 videos I had mentioned before. Because how are you going to find it all? Even if somebody had saved it and re-uploaded it, the algorithms would pick up on it, and therefore they'd know about it within a day, easy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty wild, man. But.
So, Daisy's Destruction, just to get it out of the way, Daisy's Destruction, it's them torturing and killing an 18-month-old girl. And Dafu Love is them and some other well-dressed American businessmen who, I don't know who they are, obviously, but they're well-dressed. No.
Well, I mean,
They're speaking Spanish, weren't they? Something tells me they were speaking Spanish.
a lot of them say that, in order to get into some of these red rooms, it costs hundreds of thousands of dollars.
High roller type
High
shit.
roller, like, you got money,
Right. And especially in red rooms, there are people who are betting tens of thousands of dollars just to see somebody killed how they want to see them killed.
Some hostile type shit.
Right, dude.
Yeah.
Hollywood.
You were saying, though, with the, what was the other one called?
Dafu Love.
I don't know about that one, but I thought the Betsy one was all the children under 8 months or a year that were put into the high chairs. Do you remember that?
Maybe.
Yeah. Well, so what happened was you know, some of this shit's hard to look up. We listen to a lot of this shit on other podcasts. I know a big one me and Justin listen to is Sword and Scale.
Such a good podcast.
Yeah, and if you
True
guys,
crime.
you know, we may get some things wrong here, you know, kind of going off of memory. We never really, you know, script anything here or write things down. But if you do want to go and listen, go to listen to Sword and Scale episode 84, Justin?
Yeah, 84.
84. The first 30 minutes is like him interviewing this guy. It's really good. He talks a lot about, you know, the deep web and everything and privacy and all that. And then it goes into the Peter Scully story and then back to the interview again. I really, really suggest y'all go listen to that. Sword and Scale. So, but from what I remember, how he described it, he actually said it was described by a man on YouTube. And supposedly he had seen it or knew somebody that seen it or something like that. And so he described that the video starts out with a 9-year-old girl chained up outside the house, like a dog, and
The guy goes out.
urinates on her, and goes back in, and there's like 2 girls. He grabs like a toolbox.
Scully's girlfriends come in
Yeah.
with bags full of fucking babies.
Yeah, babies. And they lay them all on the ground and repeated to rape them and just do horrible fucking things.
Before,
And-
like, they're literally, like, smacking them against each other,
Yeah.
killing them, and, like, killing them in all sorts of fucking...
Yeah, the most brutal ways you think of: chisels, fucking hammers. It's just, you just hear it, and it makes my fucking stomach turn, man. And, you know, at the end, I mean, they basically are just drinking, and all of them, they end up killing all of them, just in the most horrendous fucking way.
And this is in the Philippines.
Yeah, in the Philippines, and then later on, they end up, what is it, a 4-year manhunt for Peter Scully,
Yeah, and then wasn't...
and they arrest him in the Philippines,
they arrested him in the Philippines.
and they arrested his girlfriends,
yeah.
which I'm sure are children of fucking,
Mm-hmm.
you know, they probably had the same shit done to them, which
Yeah.
that's the hard part, and I'm going to kind of go off on this story. It's like,
It's a dark circle, bro.
yeah, it's like, how do you stop it? Because they were probably victims of the same shit. But it's weird, is because we all know somebody who's probably been a victim of some type of sexual abuse or child molestation, you know, or anything that's fucked up to kids, you know. Everyone knows somebody, and you know that, like, some turn out to go the complete opposite, who want to be so much better than how they were, and then you have the other that's like
Goes down that same road.
goes down the same route, like, oh, it was done to me, so I wanted to do it to them. What do you think the psychological, like, effect, like, why is there that flip of the coin?
I think that a lot of it has to do with like Stockholm syndrome.
Okay.
You know, the conditioning of being, this is what the normal is.
Yeah.
You don't know what's different until you see what's different, you know?
Like, they understand why, in some way, they've reconciled the reasoning to be not entirely their assaulter's fault to a degree.
Yeah.
Yeah, and some of them even create a different persona for themselves. You know, they kill the person who they once were because they weren't strong enough in their eyes. You know,
Yeah, and then you have the other ones that let it take a hold of their life for the rest of their life, you know, and ultimately never break that cycle. You know, I don't know, man. It's sad, dude. And because then you want to be mad at those girls too, which, I mean, I am. Because
Oh,
how
yeah.
could you do that
Yeah.
to fucking somebody? I could give a fuck what happened to you before. You
Yeah.
still did it. I can't forgive you for
Yeah,
that.
you ain't getting a pass.
Yeah, you're not getting a pass. But then again, I'm like thinking, I try to do this thing, and I've heard it on for Joe Rogan say it, like, look at everybody as they were once a baby, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And it's just, when it comes to that shit, man, I can't, you know? It sucks what happened to him, you know? But
But that only goes, that kind of logic and reasoning only goes so far. It's like, yeah, picturing everybody as once being a baby helps you have empathy
Okay.
and compassion for him. But when does that compassion stop? When
I'm
they
just
start
saying,
doing
like,
some
even
fucked
like
up shit.
Peter Scully, right? When he was a child, think of like a 2-year-old, 3-year-old, 4-year-old. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, what the fuck happened to him? You know,
Well,
it's like we wouldn't like. What did he? I don't even know how. It probably doesn't make any sense. It makes sense to me, but it's like it just sucks because they were once a child. Every fucked up person was once a child, and it's like, what happened? You know, that made you into this. You know,
she tried to go into it with him on his on the 60 Minutes episode.
the Australian 60 Minutes. Yeah,
Yeah, and
yeah. Watch that's fucked up.
she was fucking going hard on him too, and you could tell she fucking hated his guts, which everybody should. Anybody who defends Peter Scully, you know they're a piece of shit.
Yeah. And make this clear, I'm not defending him at all. I'm just looking into the
Trying to understand what went wrong.
Yeah, how did he become the innocent child to the worst person in the fucking universe
That we know of.
That we know of.
That we know of. And now
that doesn't have a bank account to cover up.
Yeah, fuck. I don't even want to talk about this shit. Let's go into now. If we still have access, potentially, to all this horrific shit, and it's still out there, why isn't Hillary Clinton's shit out there anymore? I would guarantee you, as soon as David typed that into his Wikipedia, he was getting dinged for it.
Probably.
So, why is all this shit being referenced? And if you go through the emails, which you can download them as PDFs, every single email, they're redacted to an extent, like, you know, names and personal information.
Black
but,
line. Yeah.
Yeah. But, dude, it's sketchy with the Clinton body count. You know, people like Seth Rich. It really draws your attention into the political sphere and what those people are able to do and get away with. Because it's not like Hillary Clinton is scrubbing the internet of all of her misadventures. Somebody else is doing that. Well, that's my only point.
Yeah, it's fucked up, man. And to this day, Peter Scully is in prison.
Yeah.
And with how he was only charged with one murder.
That was for Daisy.
That was found.
That was for Daisy. They ended up finding her body underneath one of his rental properties in the Philippines.
Okay.
Because that's what they did.
Yeah,
is they just moved around and rented movies.
to it.
Yeah.
He was buried. She was buried underneath the foundation.
One of them. The other one kept her mouth shut.
Yeah, the one in prison.
But the other one
That's
spilled the
out,
beans on everything.
Yeah. It's horrible, man.
Yeah,
and
dude,
and we
it's fucked
fucking and I tell everybody all the time, dude, I don't know why we fucking house them. Once you know that they're fucking involved, just fucking do the world a favor. You know, a bullet that costs fucking 55 cents, take them out, you know. I mean, I'm sure there's people lining up at the fucking door to take that job.
Dude, for
Yeah.
sure. You know, and if you're
Let
worried
me know,
about
I'll
going to
bring my own
prison,
gun and ammunition.
and if you're worried about going to prison, and once everybody knows why you're in there for fucking gutting a pedophile,
Yeah.
I think you'll be all right.
Yeah, but see, that's the hard part too, is that you want to fucking like, man, you want these motherfuckers out, but then you're like, dude, I got fucking family, I got kids of my own. It's
Right,
like, what
dude.
the fuck do you do?
That's one
Did
thing.
they set it up that way?
It's a dark circle.
Yeah.
But now,
I'm not saying just go out and fucking murder people you don't even know. You know, you just accusations, because we see that in the government right now. There's a lot of people locked up, like the Innocence Project deals with. They deal with people who are locked up that were wrongly convicted. And so, yeah, there are people out there that are going to do stuff that, or they're going to be accused of doing things they never did. But damn, dude, when you fucking find the motherfucker, I mean, Peter Scully's not denying what he did. He's just not admitting to the details. He even said, that'll be in my journal.
yeah, all he's doing is just trying to sell his
That'll
fucking
be in
book
my
on
journal.
60 Minutes.
Yeah. So take that motherfucker out. We don't want to know about your fucking journal. They're already dead. We're not going to get any information from them. Just fucking I bet you take him out to the back and you fucking tell him you're gonna fucking shoot his ass. He'll probably talk.
Put him in. Hey, if you don't,
we can't lie to him. What the fuck? He's been lying to everybody.
motherfucker. If you don't start talking, we're gonna put you in GP, and then you're gonna start talking.
Yeah, we're gonna let the fucking.
We're gonna
homies
let
run a train on
everybody
you.
know.
They ain't gonna do
Hey.
that. They gonna kill your ass, man.
Hey, you guys do what you gotta do. I'm gonna be listening.
Yeah.
So in case he wants to start talking,
American History X,
Yeah.
4 inches
Thor.
both ways.
sure. You know, they're Nazis. They all deserve this.
I listen to a lot of like prison stories on YouTube, and there was a story one time I listened to about this one guy. He was like an OG there, life sentence guy, and one of the guards allegedly had put out on this bulletin board what like this new guy that came in, like what he was accused of. She found out about it, like. I guess she recognized the name in her hometown, and he was like some type of fucking chomo. And so once that gets out, they said it's fucking green light.
Green
you know?
light all day.
And so they went after his ass, and that one dude was like, nah, don't mess with him. He's bunking with me.
Yeah, one hard motherfucker on the block.
Yeah. And
Like the hardest dude on the block was like, no,
did you listen to that video?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he fucking, so they're like, what the fuck, man? Why are you fucking protecting him and shit? And he did not protect him. He fucking brutally beat
He got him
and
transferred.
raped him.
He got him transferred to his cell, and for a week,
Yeah.
he was all through the night.
Was it a week or was it months?
Dude, it was an extended
months.
it was an extended
Yeah.
period of time that he
Every
was
night.
beating and raping him all night, every night,
Every
and
night.
he eventually killed himself.
Yeah. Yeah. They somehow it leaked out, and
There's shit all over the floor from him. Like,
yeah,
he was
blood just repeatedly
Yeah.
every night, and they said somebody snitched. Which whoever that fucking guy is, I hope he got
what a
his
piece.
ass
Of,
beat.
he probably hadn't slept in a fucking
Oh,
couple
yeah,
months.
he's like, God damn,
probably in
bro.
the fucking cell right next door. Like,
Yeah.
fuck, I can't do
Hey.
it no more.
Jesus Christ! Hey Tom, stop fucking raping him! Jesus Christ!
Don't use your
Put
arm
something in his
tonight.
Yeah,
fucking
don't
mouth.
use your
Don't fucking with your arm tonight, bro.
All right, that was fucking dark, bro. Jesus.
Fuck him. He deserves it.
Yeah, fuck him.
Oh, it
But
sounds like he deserves it.
I guess they fucking ratted on his ass, and they ended up taking him out and putting him into, what is it, like witness protection?
His own cell. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think he
He
was
hung
scared
himself.
that he was going to come back. They were going to put him back in there, and he
Well,
was
didn't
like,
they say he told him, homeboy told him that if you say anything, it's going to be worse?
yeah, it's going to be worse.
And could you imagine, like, fuck.
I've just been getting beaten, raped
I thought
for the
I
last
just
month.
went through the worst.
Yeah.
And this dude was holding back.
Yeah, I'm going
Fuck
to use
that.
my leg next time.
I'm going to use my whole body.
And he did end up killing himself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like within a few days after leaving
Yeah, he
that cell.
didn't even want to go back, dude. It's fucking wild.
Yeah,
but
so
I bet you that
fuck
shit
him.
happens all the time, dude. Like, you ever see those movies where they have, like, the prison fights and shit like that? Remember there's people... I think there was actually prisons getting busted for that when they were filming prison fights. Do you remember that
Like
shit?
setting up actual
Like
prisoner fights.
Yeah, in
I think I remember
prisons.
that shit.
I can't say if it's true because I don't remember.
Like undisputed type shit.
But
right?
I swear there was some like shit like that. I know there's been movies made about that for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Like some Jason Statham type movies, you know, where go to prison and got to fight his way out.
Yeah, undisputed, bro. With
But so
Michael Jai White.
if that's possible, I can guarantee you that there's fucking cops in there doing the Lord's work, or prison guards,
yeah.
ratting on all these fucking chomos.
Yeah, those are
And
the
thank
prison
you.
guards that are cool with the inmates
Yeah.
because the inmates know that dude's been
And you know what
doing
sucks?
work,
But you know what sucks though?
handing motherfuckers over that deserve justice.
Is they got to make the lifers do it because then it doesn't matter what goes on. They don't give a fuck about what goes on top of their sentence.
Well, that's
but-
not what Wes Watson says, right? Wes
Well, yeah,
Watson
you're-
says the lifers are usually the shot callers,
Yeah, you're right.
and they're making the young boys who ain't got no time.
Yeah,
do
he
it.
said you go in there for a DUI facing 5 years, you might walk out with a lifetime, or you might not walk out.
You might
'cause
walk
you'd be
out. You might
have a lifetime
15
stacked
because
back
you
on.
had to stab a few motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Because if not, you were gonna get it,
Dude,
which
that
is
was-
bullshit. I think the lifers should
Yeah,
be the
that's
ones.
fucked up, man. Like,
Yeah.
or stop, or just fucking turn a blind eye. He just did the fucking world a favor. How many motherfuckers do we know that
But
go,
now-
oh, the guys in prison are going to take care of them? Do you not know that they get fucking sentenced for that?
But now you're fucking with the prison's money because they get paid for every bed filled.
Oh, yeah.
So
That's
back
an
to
empty
the dark
bed.
cycles.
We just
bro.
lost $200 a day.
Yeah, exactly.
Prison industrial complex.
Yeah. Fucking ridiculous. Get rid of privatized prisons. It's fucking ridiculous.
It's fucking bullshit. Actually, we know a guy, one of our best friends, his brother had to go do jail time because he owed the jail rent money.
Jesus Christ.
No bullshit, 100%.
If you're not going to pay it, we're going to make the taxpayers pay for it.
We already do. They just got double the money.
It's ridiculous. You know, I got a couple friends in jail, and they said
I'm sure
it's
you
fucking
do.
expensive. Wow, David.
I'm
Yeah,
sure
below
you
the
do,
belt,
bud.
Yo,
dog.
Dickie gang for life, son.
Fuck y'all, dude. Act like y'all motherfuckers don't have no friends in jail. I know.
Nah, I got family in jail. It is what it
Trailer
is.
park you grew up in. Fuck, I know there's some fucking shady motherfuckers, ain't there?
Well, yeah,
you're
it's a
fucking looking
trailer
at 'em.
fucking park.
Oh,
Keep fucking with me,
all
bro.
right, chill out, little miniature Wes Watson.
Don't make me get my toothbrush.
Shut the fuck up. All right, well, yeah. So it's, you fucking hit that.
I
one
didn't
more
hit it.
time.
I didn't hit
Yeah,
it.
you did.
I didn't hit it.
Sorry for all the mic bumps, people. Fucking Justin and his little legs, bony ass legs, hitting the fucking mics.
I didn't even touch anything. And you
Alright.
ever talk shit
Still
about my
chicken
legs
legs.
again, I'm gonna bring your tits into it. Now, let's get back. Now, there are forums. This is why Ron Swanson of Surviving Life, that is obviously his alias, is Ron Swanson. But Surviving Life, which was probably the best YouTube channel for exposing all this shit, having interviews of, people exposing all the horrific shit that goes on the dark web. Now, there are people saying that he's in this sex cult and this bitch Creep Child is her alias. So she's a sex worker that is alleging that he was grooming her to be in his sex cult. But like we said earlier, he's like facing it head on because he says it's bullshit. So he's been on multiple podcasts talking about this. But now they're trying to say that he had accounts for these dark websites, for CP and red rooms and all this other shit. Well, yeah, of course he's gonna have that shit. He's got to get in there and find out what's there so he can. It's investigative journalism. This is what journalism's supposed to be. So of course he's gonna have accounts with these websites. Oh, you got Sword and Scale up.
No, dude, I'm about to make some corrections after you're done. Keep going.
All right. What was I saying? Surviving Life. Now, Surviving Life, he's recorded his interactions with. He lives in Scotland, so with the police chief knows about what he's doing because people call and report him for this shit all the time. So the cops know what he's doing. He's offered them on camera to be able to sit in while he records an episode, and he will show there's a video where he's going off like, maybe if I can show you how I get to it to report on it, you guys could get to it and bust these motherfuckers. And they don't. The internet police don't get any funding, and it's fucked up because we can send billions of dollars overseas to fucking fund gender studies in Pakistan. But we can't fucking stop this kind of shit from going on. It's just ridiculous. That was my only point.
Yeah.
Again,
Yeah, I want to make some corrections on that Daisy one, dude, because I think we got our stories mixed up.
maybe, but dude,
Okay, so the
doesn't
Daisy
fucking man. This shit's fucking out there. Who cares what it's called?
matters. I mean, like I said, people go and listen to the actual episodes. We are kind of, just afterwards discussing it, but we're not always going to get everything right. The Daisy's destruction was the torture and brutal rape of a number of girls. Lisa, age 12, Cindy, age 11, and Daisy, 18 months. Yeah. So it was 3. I don't know where the other one came of the toddlers. That must have been a different
I
one.
think that was Dafu Love, bro.
Dafu Love was
Yeah.
that. And I want to look that up.
With
which
the
I'm-
high chairs and the
yeah, I'm
Mexican
trying
dudes.
to, but dude, I'm scared to look shit up like
Dude,
this, man.
I mean,
Like,
there's information. Like
there
there's
is, like, this
podcasts
is a Vice,
talking about
this
this
is a
shit.
Vice article about it. You know what I mean?
Of what?
About the Dafu Love shit.
Dude, Vice has got it.
Yeah, and this was back in 2015. You know, this all happened. The destruction of Daisy's destruction was in like 2012, I think. Yeah, 2012, and he sold it to clients for up to $10,000. That video, but yeah, dude, it's just, I don't know, it's just fucked up, dude. And they said that where's it at? Abductions while they searched for Scully in the Philippines, investigators managed to uncover the fates of 3 primary victims. Lisa was found to be alive, as was Daisy. Oh, so they did find them, supposedly, through this site. You know, it's all Wikipedia and shit, but through her treatment had been so vicious that she was lasting physical injuries. 11-year-old Cindy had been murdered, allegedly.
That was the one that they found underneath.
No, I think.
The
Oh yeah,
house.
before being strangled to death by a rope by Scully, the girl was subjected to bouts of rape and torture and was made to dig her own grave, according to Margallo, which is one of the girlfriends. Among those who acquired the video was one of the biggest ever purveyors of child pornography, Scully's fellow Australian Matthew David Graham, better known by his online pseudonym Lux. He was apprehended. Blah blah blah.
They ended up identifying him off of a mole on his hand.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I didn't even know about that.
So
man.
you can fucking pin out this cocksucker off of a mole on his hand, but you can't shut these websites down? Now,
Well, it's actually been they've been under scrutiny at the FBI for actually leaving the websites up to try and find
yeah.
the people, which I'm half and half on.
Dude.
Because I don't think they should stay up, because you're literally letting kids get tortured to find the people, but then that's fucked up. But then how else do you fucking find them?
So what
Unless you're
Gabe's
some type of
referring to,
minority type report type shit.
what Gabe is referring to, it was No Limits Fun that the FBI took over, right?
I don't remember.
We're not sure exactly which
No
one.
Limits Fun was the Peter Scully.
Yeah. So what they did is they ended up. A lot of this shit comes out of Australia for some reason. A lot of these websites are based out of Australia. There's a whole trailer park that's nothing but perverts that live there.
I mean, I'm sure it's everywhere, but yeah.
Well, like literally everybody who lives in this small town is a pedophile.
Really?
Yeah.
Isn't there a place? You know, I thought I seen
That's what I just said,
Yeah, I was
motherfucker.
like, my bad. I thought I watched a documentary on that. Yeah, there's like
Yeah.
a place. Yeah.
But
Our
anyways,
Australian people, hit us up, man. Let us know what the fuck is going on with that. I know we
Dude.
got a couple of listeners in
Isn't
Australia.
Greece like Greece's pedophilia is legal there as well?
I don't know.
I'm not sure. But anyways, the FBI busts this guy, take over his website. Don't remember exactly which one it is. And leave it up so that they can start busting the consumers of this shit. And so this was a website where people had to upload content to maintain their membership. So that's a common thing within the CP groups and snuff film groups on the deep web, is that not only do you have to pay a membership fee, but you also have to upload content in order to maintain your membership. So they ended up getting a special warrant to keep the website up and monitor it for like a week or two. Meanwhile, all this content is still being uploaded and children are still being abused. So they were allowing this shit to still go on instead of just shutting the website down and getting everybody's information right off the bat.
Well,
They allowed it to.
if they could get the information that quick, why would they leave it up? Do you think that maybe they can't? Maybe they have to leave it up in order to... They're trying to get as many people as they can out, so no other kid... Basically a sacrifice to protect the larger quantity of potential victims.
But they
I'm not saying
were
it's right.
allowing the victims
I
to
know.
maintain.
But do you see what I'm saying? That they were allowing it to happen. They were sacrificing those kids in order to hopefully for future find those people, arrest them, get them out, so there's not potentially more. You know what I'm saying?
There
Kinda
are
like
websites with
sacrifice
like a
one to
million.
save 100,000.
There are websites with like 1 million members.
That's fucking insane. I seen something that said there was 200,000 viewers or some shit on some of these things. Like, I thought that was a lot.
No, dude, this shit is fucking mad. There's a lot of fucking perverts out there, dude. And, you know, a lot of people say that, oh, well, it's gone. It's like since the beginning of man, this depravity and, you know, there's depravity because, well, we can tie this into an esoteric conversation real quick. But the polarity, we're all representations of the polarity, is what I'm saying. So you have extreme good, but then you also have extreme bad. And we really aren't that different from our ancestors. We just look different. We talk different. The buildings we build are different. But really, we're not, at our core, all that different. It's just society and civilization has changed. So we're all representations of that. And I think Baphomet subboard. Me and David have been kind of scrolling through, what is it, Darknet Live, which is a forum. Darknet Live is a website.
Yeah, Darknet Live is a news and information site. It covers like darknet markets and other dark web activities.
Yeah, you had the arrests on there. Is that just like people arrested who were because of what they were doing on the dark web?
For anything such as drugs, guns.
From what I seen, it was mostly drugs.
Yeah, most of it's drugs. Most of it is drugs. I'm not gonna lie to you. But yeah, it's all about the information on the dark web.
So basically, if we want to go see the latest news and information coming out of the dark web, it's Darknet Live. Is that at .com?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
This is kind of. Are we done with red rooms? Is that kind of?
I'm done with this shit. I hate this subject, bro.
In conclusion, all motherfuckers that do that shit should be fucking offed.
Blood Eagle.
Yeah. But until everyone gets their fucking head out of their ass and stop feeling compassion for these monsters, we won't see change. So, and it like we said in the beginning, if you don't go and educate yourself on it and look at this shit,
you're just turning a blind eye.
You're turning a blind eye. You're no better than fucking cops turning a blind eye, politicians turning a blind eye, everybody else is turning a blind eye. And then, well, what are you going to do about it? There's many things you can do. Find organizations to donate to. I don't know.
There's power within holding information
go fucking,
in itself.
Go join a task force that goes after these motherfuckers, dude.
Simply bringing awareness.
Or your neighbor. You know your neighbor's doing some fucking crazy shit. Maybe you should do something about that.
Yeah, call it in. Fuck, dude.
Well,
you know?
yeah, call it.
Luckily,
call it. Well, we're gonna tell you to call it in for legal purposes.
Yeah, for legal purposes. But you do what you want. But I mean, even if you call it in, dude, most of the time these, you know, they don't. There's not enough evidence. What is it? He say, she say. I mean, what the fuck can they do on that? That's the shitty part, you know. Unless you have some type of actual physical evidence or some type of fucking
and how
video.
often do like the spouse cover it up for him?
Exactly.
Right. Family members, friends.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought
Or
that
the
up,
child
David.
is too scared to even say anything.
I'm glad you brought that up because we talk about these crazy monsters out there. Statistics say a majority of the time it happens in the home.
It's somebody you know.
Family member. That's why this cycle keeps going, because you think that, oh, these guys are all monsters. A lot of them aren't. They're monsters in the sense of they're sick fucks.
Right.
But to the victims,
you don't know anybody.
Their dad,
behind
their
closed doors.
uncle, their brother, their mother, their daughter, or their sister, aunt, whatever, whoever's doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And
there's a lot of women that are guilty of this shit too.
And they can't see, like the victim doesn't see the difference. They just see grandpa. You know, like, oh, that, well, I mean, he loves me though. He tells me he loves me, but you know, he does all this sick shit.
It's
know?
normal.
Yeah, and then, you know, no one turns him in because nobody wants to turn in grandpa. You
And
know?
at the same time, these kids think that they're getting attention.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, that's what the horrifying
Or they just
thing
think
is.
it's normal.
Well,
like you
yeah,
said.
because
Mm-hmm.
they've twisted reality to make they've
Yeah,
kids
I mean,
are
I
so
can't imagine.
impressionable.
You love
And
that person. you know?
Let's tie this into the hypersexualization of our children through the media that we've seen. You know what I'm saying? Like through TV, movies,
Like that fucking Netflix,
YouTube.
cuties shit.
Right, dude.
The sexualization of your children.
And Disney, to bring up Disney, they've been doing this shit for fucking like 100 years now. Look at all the sexual shit that goes into Disney movies.
And regardless, though, like I don't think you should be making videos of kids twerking and shit. But
Fuck no, dude.
for you to say that little kids can't walk around in little bathing suits, you know, because that's hypersexualizing or whatever you said.
Man, a child.
Like-
What kind of motherfucker puts their child in a bikini? Anyways?
Well, no, there's kids that wear two pieces.
There is.
Or one piece.
there is.
They should be able to wear that.
They should.
Yeah.
Just
Without
like girls
you
in
being
high
a
school.
Fucking weirdo.
Just like girls in high school, who can't wear fucking tank tops and shit. Because the boys is like, why don't you maybe teach your son to fucking respect women a little bit more?
Yeah. Let them
So-
wear whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah.
You know, well, I'm talking about kids. Now, when we get into adults and we start talking
Yeah, but
about like
a two-piece, I was referring to like a fucking bikini, not just like a two-piece, all right?
Well, I mean, it's the same.
You know,
Yeah, it's kind of the
I
same.
don't want my fucking kid being exposed to oceans of fun. You never know what kind of fucking weirdos. Dude, kids
Yeah,
get
but-
fucking nabbed all the time. I'm not even risking it.
You're welcome to
I'll
fucking try.
I'll put my fucking kid in a sumo suit just to
Yeah.
go to the pool. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, you're liable to catch some lead, dog. So yeah, let's not do that shit.
And as upsetting as it is to even think that we have to worry about these
Dude,
things.
right? Like it's bad that we, as fathers,
We have to worry about it because we're not being protected from it. And it was like, oh well, they can't be everywhere. Well, maybe they're not doing a fucking hard enough job. Maybe they're too
Yeah.
busy fucking going out there and trying to catch people going 5 over.
right?
Yeah.
Underfunding. Yeah. Well.
Okay.
Yeah. Whatever you fucking say.
You're gonna tell me we don't have a bunch of nerds that are trying to fight for the right side? I mean,
Yeah.
fuck.
8chan, bro. We talked about it last week. Weaponized autism. That's what this show is, by the way.
Oh, shit.
So yeah, all in all, dude, like you
Dark
just,
Knight Live.
Yeah.
Dark Knight Live. You want to catch all the arrests? Dude, there's a fuck ton of drugs being sold, and you know, drug abuse is a bad thing. We've all either been through it or know somebody who has. But at the same time, you know, if people are making the conscious choice to put this shit in their own bodies, who
Yeah.
are you? One thing I remember so clearly, what was Lil Wayne's interview on MTV he did like a long time ago.
Oh, don't worry about what I put in my cup.
It's my cup.
it's
That's
my
all
cup.
I remember, bro. And that's what that was like probably one of the first things that led me down the road to libertarianism and then to, you know, kind of eventually anarchism. If you want to put fucking words on it, it's just freedom, bro.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid of freedom. But it's my cup. Like, why are you worried about what I'm doing to my body? People, you know, try and make this about abortion. You know, I don't give a shit. It's not
My body, my choice.
right. It's not my decision to fucking make. As long as you're not hurting anybody else, I really don't give a
Yeah,
shit.
I don't-
Abortion's like
Yeah,
it's
abortion, I don't
it's
like
a
abortions,
fucking
but
double-sided
it's your-
blade, man.
Yeah, it's your body. You know,
Right,
I'm not
and
gonna
if
tell
you
what
are
you
going to
can.
get abortions, I would like for you to be able to do it safely.
and learn from it, not get 8 of them.
And reptiles not fucking buying your fetuses and, you know, doing whatever the fuck they do with them.
Wow.
Sorry.
Hey, there is.
I had to throw out a
Speaking of
lizard
dark
reference.
web, though, there are sites on the dark web that sell aborted fetuses.
Yeah.
It's fucking
Yeah.
gross, dude.
Yeah.
You
it's
can
fucked
find
up.
Oh,
Yeah.
everything on there.
Everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want a
Everything.
baby, you can find a baby.
Yeah.
Human trafficking.
Stop
I mean,
going
that,
dark.
I'm
dude,
just
it's,
saying,
but I mean,
Weren't you saying something about the human, like, belts and shit, leather belts?
yeah, you can get like a book bound, leather bound, human leather for your boots. I mean,
Why do you want that?
Mm-hmm.
The fuck you gonna do? Yeah, and that book's made out of real human skin.
the Red Shoe Club. You know about the Red
Oh
Shoe Club?
yeah, I've heard about that.
Now, allegedly, the Red Shoe Club, those shoes are made from children's skin. We'll
Yeah.
just put it bluntly, children's skin. And it's all of these incredibly wealthy, influential people are part of this club that wears these red loafer style fucking
Yeah.
dress shoes.
Where have I heard that before? I've heard that on a podcast somewhere.
Probably tinfoil hat.
Probably.
Yo, Sam, hit us up. Like to talk to you.
Yeah, right. He's
I want some blue chews, bruh.
Like, fuck you guys.
Yeah, fuck these guys. These guys are retarded. That's coming from Sam.
They're
That's
making
bad.
me fucking look bad.
We get along.
No, he probably want us on so make him look good.
That's funny.
We get along.
Oh yeah, he like us.
But yeah, but speaking of going down into that route of the whole deep web and drugs and shit like that, that kind of brings us into Silk Road.
Silk Road, bro. Ross Ulbricht.
Yeah, he got fucked, people. He got fucked pretty bad, man.
Yeah, they screwed him over.
But Silk Road was kind of like a website created to be for you to be able to have the freedom to basically do whatever you want. You know, I know there was things they didn't agree with. They wanted to keep it mainly just drugs, and it at first started out was psychedelics and marijuana. That's it, you know. And somehow, you know, later on, of course, it progressed to coke and heroin and all sorts of shit. And
this was a website.
this was a website, yeah, in the deep web, yeah. And Justin knows a little bit too about that, don't you?
What?
Wasn't there like some type of wasn't there like it was open freely, but then there was people the admin was Ross Ulbricht. Ulbricht. How you say his last name?
Ulbricht.
Ulbricht.
It's
Yeah.
spelled like
and he was
Ulbricht.
kind of the administrator of it. He basically ran the site, but wasn't the creator. It was actually his friend that actually helped him because he didn't know much about the software
Right.
part. But
He just had the concept.
yeah, and but what sucks is that all the things I've listened to is they always put on there like, oh, his libertarian views. Kind of basically, I feel like
Right. It's
putting
like
down the Libertarian Party.
right. That's
Because
exactly what
their
they're trying to
belief-
do, though.
Yeah, of an open market, basically. But his idea is like what you just said. I don't want to tell people they can't have that in their body. If you believe in how it started, you believe you need psychedelics because we have shown that psychedelics are healthy.
But
you know?
now, don't confuse it. Libertarian ideas and ideals are different from the Libertarian Party. Okay? So it's not like they're attacking the Libertarian Party. Is they're trying to attack the pro-freedom, small government mindset. Brings back the warnings about being exposed to extremist content on Facebook.
Yeah.
Freedom isn't, extreme or scary at all. But they want to make it seem like, oh, as soon as the government disappears, as soon as you step outside, you're going to be hit with a fucking nuclear warhead or raped as soon as you step out your front door. That's not the fucking...
Fear-mongering, yeah.
Right, it's fear-mongering. And, yeah. I just want to make
Yeah,
that
because
point.
even us today, when we're telling you all this shit, we're not saying
Do
there's
not-
monsters out there, lock yourself up in a room and don't take your kids
go
anywhere.
looking for
you know?
this shit because...
Oh, yeah, no, but...
Not
that
only is
too.
it fucked up, but you will get a visit.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that we're not
Just be
trying to
wise on
we're
how
not
you do
trying to make
research.
you feel like holy shit I can't take my kids anywhere, but what ultimately we want you to do is be aware, and be aware and start learning ways to protect yourself, man,
And
you know?
educate yourself.
Yeah, information isn't good or bad. It's how you use the information what determines its worth.
Because I know what helps me sleep better at night. That fucking
Dreaming
Glock
of killing
17
fucking
next to me.
pedophiles.
Nah, dude. Fucking having the ways to protect myself.
True
But
that.
I'm not trying to wake up like some Hollywood movie and carry a baseball bat downstairs to see who's in my house. I have a bat. Fuck. Get the fuck out of here, dude. You're out your fucking mind.
This drum mag's ready to sing, boy.
Alexa, what is it? Turn on, what's that song called?
Fortunate
fuck.
Son.
Fortunate Son.
Alexa, play Fortunate Son and turn on Claymore Roomba. Claymore Roomba.
Yeah, dude. I mean, dude, I don't know how motherfuckers go to bed without having to fucking, knowing that there's some fucking steel next to you waiting to fucking
The government will protect
your ass. Nah.
And then until the cops show up 30 minutes late and the guy's already gone.
Yeah, and you're dead.
Instead of the cops walking into you sitting in your chair smoking a cigar.
Yeah, going, yeah, you ready to know what happened, boys?
Hey, I can't wait to tell you guys about this.
Yeah, right. No one there like to fucking go to jail.
No, they'd probably shoot you.
Yeah, they'd probably shoot you.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever you do, if you do it, drop the gun quick.
Make sure you're nowhere near a gun when that happens.
Yeah. But yeah, that's ultimately why we're telling you don't fucking get into panic mode and fucking don't have a life. You know, you got to remember life's a fucking risk, man. So you could walk outside and get hit by a fucking bus. You never know. But back to Silk Road. So yeah, that's what it was kind of all set up for. You know, drugs and shit like that. Well, it popped off. Actually, a dude. If you listen to the podcast, what was it called? What's that podcast called? Cold Case? Cold Case, right?
I don't know. I haven't listened to that one.
They have a podcast called Cold Case. It's episode 76, and there's a 3-part series on it on Silk Road. I advise you to listen to it. You'll get more information than what you'll get here. Okay, accurate information.
Addendum. We're the after show.
Yeah, we're the after show. We're just bullshitting talking about it.
We're putting it in context and
Yeah,
shedding
you
some
go do
light
the
here.
homework. We're not your teachers.
Yeah.
But yeah, hey, so what happened was, this dude, this Fed, they're out there all trying to get to the top, trying to get that case that sends them up to fucking that
next big
higher
promotion.
up, the next big promotion. And that's kind of what he was doing. Silk Road, people were going on there to buy drugs, and getting them basically shipped to their fucking house,
Yeah.
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 Like single pills and like fucking little grams of fucking weed and coke. And sometimes they'd make it through, sometimes they wouldn't. But normally they would just push them off and nothing would really ever come of it because it's like a one pill of ecstasy. What the fuck is... They don't care about that. They want the big shit,
Right, so nothing really nefarious.
Exactly. And but what he did, this Fed, remember his fucking name was, he made it to where he collected all of it and kind of showed it to his higher ups and was like, hey, look how much amount of drugs that is coming through the fucking this shit. And they're using the deep web. Basically, we made it, the deep web. The United States Post Office is funded by the taxpayers' money. I mean, basically everything that has to do with government is being used through Silk Road, so it makes them look bad. Like they're fucking in on it.
Now they got to make an example.
Now they got to make a fucking example. And that Ross guy tried to get out of it, tried to get away from it. And he fucked up by telling a couple, like this one bitch, I don't know what her fucking name was, but his girlfriend's friend or some shit. And it was a whole bunch of crazy shit, everybody ratting on each other. And ultimately, in the end, they end up getting him.
Wait, time out. Didn't they try to get him for like hiring a hitman?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, so I was going to go on that. They were trying to get, I don't remember who.
They were trying to set him up.
Set him up for a hit that didn't take place. They supposedly sent pictures or some shit.
Right. They kept like bugging him about it, and he was like it was like an ex-business partner or some shit, and so he was like talking to him, but he wasn't like sure if
Well, he thought somebody was stealing money from him too.
Right.
But do you know who it ended up being? It was a Fed.
Yeah.
And he got in trouble for that too, or some shit. Or what did he do? Yeah, he got in trouble for it.
But he was going back and forth with his Fed, not really cutting off conversation, and he not telling him, "Yeah, I want him dead." But you could tell he was like kind of contemplating on if this was the route he wanted to take, and it was borderline entrapment.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But I mean, they also didn't force him.
Right.
So, and I do agree that is fucked up. If that's how it went down, if that's how they said it went down, that's really how it went down. That's fucked up too. But the funny thing is that that's not even what they tried him for.
Right.
So
that was just what they were trying to get him for, and it didn't work out. So they had to.
So why? And then he got sentenced after all that because he didn't take the plea deal, and he tried to beat the case. and he got sentenced to like 2 life sentences and 40 years on top of that.
Damn.
Yeah, committed no violent crime or anything.
Just
You
for
know?
being the admin.
Just for being the admin.
Hosting the website.
Yeah.
Wow. That seems incredibly unjust.
Yeah. And the funny thing is like to shoot forward, you know, there's been many Silk Roads made after that. And there's been like a Silk Road 2, 3, 4, and none of those people that the creators of those got like anything over like 10 years or some shit. Like very low sentences compared to what he got.
And this is happening though on Facebook, on Reddit, right? There's plenty of forums that you can go to.
Dude, Facebook.
They say a majority of millennials are getting their drugs online.
Yeah.
They're not going to fucking
Snapchat,
Yeah.
Instagram.
Do you guys remember when people were posting like pictures of like laundry detergent with their guns and saying I have laundry detergent for sale for $500? And like Facebook put it into it, but there for a while people were selling guns on Facebook.
Yeah, I used to be in those groups.
I actually know somebody who bought one
Yeah.
like that.
I'll edit that one out.
Thank you.
That's the only time I'll do this.
Like I forget that we're being recorded sometimes.
Gives a fuck. Fuck him.
Fuck 'em.
What gun?
It was a private sale.
Yeah.
Suck my dick.
Yeah, fuck you. Did nothing wrong.
Fuck you, Zuckerberg.
Yeah, but I remember they'd go, I have a Glock case, and there'd be the Glock on top of it for $550. Dude, those fucking
good.
those groups were bad. Man, Facebook, bring those back. Stop being a fucking bitch,
Dude,
man. People are gonna
you
get
have
guns
all of our
regardless.
information. Why can there not be a closed group where we could buy, sell, and trade firearms? You have
Well,
all of our information.
If
You
it
can
make-
verify us
If
to
it
get
makes you
into
feel
it.
any better, we still can, and I agree. That's a private business or whatever. Are they being really private? Do they get government subsidies or
What, Facebook?
Facebook? Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure they do.
get some type of kickbacks.
I'm sure they get.
But
something.
regardless, run it the way you want it. I do know MeWe, the app MeWe.
Mhm.
A lot of the gun groups left to there. So
But didn't all like the QAnons and Trumpers flee to MeWe too?
yeah,
Or
but
no,
there's
that
always
was
gonna
something
be,
else. It
There's
was,
always
it was
gonna
like the
be
Boog Boys that went to MeWe, right?
The Boog Boys. did?
Yeah,
I don't
all the
know.
boys, all the big igloo boys went to.
Yeah, but even in things, groups like that, there's always going to be,
Yeah,
bad. I mean,
infiltrators.
what can you do, man?
The feds are going to be in all those groups. ATF, all those groups.
Yeah.
Look at what happened with the whole Bundy situation.
But I mean, what can you? I mean, unless you make a group, there's nothing that can really be done. But you're liable to have some bad fucking apples, and
Or
we
you can
know
just
that of any group.
Go to the gun show that's in your town once a month, and yeah.
But so yeah,
How'd we get here?
so they Ross Ulbricht,
Oh yeah, dude.
he's incarcerated.
You can buy
for-
guns on the deep web, all that shit.
He's incarcerated in Tucson right now.
Where?
He tried doing appeals in 2017 and he was denied.
Dude, they ain't gonna. They gotta make an example out of him, man.
That's sad, dude. That's fucking.
He's gonna have the hardest fucking time.
And he's not that old, dude. He's born in '84. He
Damn.
was worth $28.5 million at the time of seizure. You know what else is funny is that the Bitcoin that the feds took from him doubled in price by the time they sold it. Where did that money go? Yeah, doubled in price. I think they
Civil
said
asset
they said when they
forfeiture.
took it, it must have been worth like 20 million, and then when they sold it was like 50.
Yeah, something like that.
I think that's why the government is so scared about them having a decentralized currency, because they can't control it.
And they never got any tax money off of any of that shit.
No, yeah. Yeah, look at weed right now. The reason why weed's legal is they're like, well, fuck it. Everyone's starting to
We
like it.
can
Let's
make a
tax
penny.
They're
it.
making
Yeah.
hell of
Yeah, let's
money.
tax it,
Look at Colorado right now. Colorado's blowing up.
And for this cat, it seems like they weren't making their money.
For sure.
Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous, man. But yeah, man. So he got fucked pretty bad, dude. Whether or not he's a bad guy, I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that fucking sentence, but
Hell no,
I don't know,
dude.
man. I mean,
That seems harsh.
with the hit shit, yeah. I mean, if he really got an actual hitman to actually do what he did, yeah, there would have been somebody dead. So I mean, I do see that point, but I don't believe he was charged at all with that. That wasn't even supposed to be brought up in court. They had said that he was upset that they even brought that up because he was basically just arrested on the Silk Road shit.
Yeah.
But Yeah, it
But,
was
you
like,
know, Cosby
he
can
was
get
charged
off.
with money laundering, conspiracy to commit computer hacking, and conspiracy to traffic narcotics. That was it. Oh.
But he never did any of this.
2014.
He just had the platform for people to do this.
Yeah, they basically said like everything that happened on that platform, he took all the sentences.
Yep.
Fuck.
Dude, how many millions, billions of dollars possibly?
They said there was people making like $4,000 a day on that.
$4,000
A day. A fucking day, bro.
Were you saying that he never did anything illegal, technically, right?
I mean, I guess you could say he drugs, yeah. I mean, yes. I mean, drugs and the whole hitman.
So he was just the host of the website, so he never committed any crimes, technically.
I mean, other than he probably bought drugs off his own website, probably. I mean,
Yeah, but
and the hitman allegations.
Well, now, did he-
which like I said, he wasn't even tried for.
Did he, like, was he trying to hire the hitman, or did someone try and hire a hitman on
That
his
I'm
website?
a little fuzzy on.
Okay,
Go
that's
look at
what
the-
I was wondering.
Yeah, you might have to go look at that podcast.
That's
The cold
interesting.
case
Yeah,
one. Yeah.
Cold case.
Because I'm a little.
I
yeah.
think somebody.
Episode
I think he
76.
had expressed his. Like I think Gabe said earlier, somebody, one of his friends, colleagues, whatever, he thought had stolen a bunch of money from him, and so I think the Fed hitman reached out to him and they were conversing about it. The Fed obviously was pushing for him to hire him, so he's got him, and it just never happened.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, I
That's
mean-
why I said it was like borderline entrapment.
that's fucked up.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, it's pretty much. It says that Canadian authorities arrested a man they believe to be Red and White, a hitman allegedly hired by Ross Ulbricht, also known as Dread Pirate Roberts. That's the guy.
Dread Pirate Roberts.
Well, Dread Pirate Roberts. So, there's this movie. What movie was it? Like a fucking Princess something, where like they said that's where that originated from. It's like when you basically sell off to someone else to take over. Princess Bride or some. I don't know what the fuck is it called. I don't remember, but that's where this Dead Pirate Roberts thing comes from, and it was basically so that was Ross under the alias of Dread Pirate Roberts, instead of what he used to be called as admin. That's
But
all
now,
he was known
wasn't
for.
there argument that
'Cause
that was a shared alias?
Maybe there was
So,
someone else.
yeah.
Because he was trying to move himself away from Silk Road because his girlfriend, they kept going back and forth,
Mm-hmm.
wanted him out, but he couldn't get out completely because he was fucking addicted to this shit. Like running that website. I mean, they said he spent
making him millions of dollars.
all his time on there. But yeah. But that's what they said. I mean, I don't know, man. I wish I knew more of the details. Where is it at?
Man, fuck it. There's plenty of.
They said, however,
There's a movie called Silk Road about this.
so within a week of Red and White's initial contact with Ulbricht, Red and White claimed to have orchestrated a killing on Ulbricht's behalf. However, no evidence exists that anyone was actually murdered, which raises a question as to Red and White was actually a drug dealer and or was trying to scam DPR. So it wasn't a Fed? Jesus Christ, I'm so fucking
Dude,
confused.
it's fucking
Yeah, it's
confusing.
confusing as fuck, man. I don't know. You chime in, tell us, listeners. Fuck, I'll have to listen to it again. There'll be some corrections on the next podcast.
We're retarded.
Yeah, no, this is a lot
You're
of
you were
information.
warned.
But yeah, man. I mean, it's fucking pretty wild, man. But
Dude, all the stories that come out of the deep web,
yeah.
some of them are going to be, just stories.
Well, not
Some
even that.
of them
Even
are
if
gonna
you
be
do
urban
have the
legend,
story
but-
right in front of you, it's still going to be he said, she said.
All right. Because
So-
very few people are even going to be open to talk about some of the dark shit that they see and do on the dark web. So that's just the reality of the situation.
Yeah. But
Anyway,
I don't know, man.
I don't even know where to fucking go. I'm kind of sad.
Wow.
I just.
I mean, yeah, it's draining.
It's a
This
tough
shit's dark.
subject. It's a tough subject, man.
And I think we only barely skimmed the
Oh,
surface.
dude, for sure.
You know. But yep. Look, it says right here. I'm looking it up. I'm reading, guys. Sorry. Silk Road's boss ordering 5 assassinations. So
But
there's so
then
many,
what-
there's so many
it's
different
all over the
stories,
place.
man.
It's all over the place.
Yeah. I'm sure there's some type of government transcript that they have their version.
Sorry, I'm reading this thing about. Oh, I've actually.
Oh, these guys have
I've
the
heard that.
Oh, these
There's
are
a
the transcripts,
YouTube
dude.
channel that fucking.
So yeah, the transcripts
Please.
are out. They're leaked
Somewhere.
already, or not leaked, public.
No, on the dark web, in these some of these red rooms, a lot of it is because of the nature of the Tor network. David, you'll probably have to correct me on this shit, but a lot of the times it doesn't allow for video. It's just text files. And like within the forums and all this other shit, so you actually have to have something else to be able to play the video on the dark web because of the encryption or something like that.
Yeah, there's a downloading process that you have to go through.
So it's not like scrolling Facebook and just videos pop up.
Right. It's actually something you have to download.
Layers, dog. Layers.
The onion.
onion router. So yeah, and like to bring it back to Ron Swanson at Surviving Life, that's where he got a lot of his information, was a lot of these forums, and people are like saying that he's viewing and has this sex cult and all this other shit. Well, you can't view it. There's a special process in which you need to even be able to view it, even pay for it. Because most of the transactions are in digital currency.
Hey, you guys gonna get a kick out? I'm sorry, keep going.
No, go ahead.
Accused of being DPR, the Dread Pirate Roberts, in developing the Silk Road site through a remarkable 33-page transcript of private messages. 33?
33.
Why do I see that number all the time, Justin?
It's the Masons, bro.
Fuck. Sorry.
Now
that
the-
caught my attention when I was reading that.
Dude, you guys want to bullshit about Saturn a little bit? I kind of want to bullshit about Saturn.
No.
So,
Go back down to your fucking Whimsicon. We're gonna have an episode on that, Justin.
Chronos.
dude, it's just so fucking deep. It just goes so deep because we're just talking about the Masons.
No.
No, oh my god, listeners, mark this.
What do you guys think about Bill Cosby? Since we're basically getting off the deep, was that the deep web, guys?
I think it was.
That was a deep web. We'll touch
Dude,
the
there's-
subject again.
There's so much.
Yeah,
The
there's so
topic
much
is
shit.
so,
You know how many
so
episodes?
vast.
We've already going on like 2 hours right now.
Has it
We
been
don't wanna take
2
up too much
hours?
of your day.
God
Yeah.
damn. You gotta leave here in about half an hour, right?
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. You guys go out there, look a bunch of shit up, and tell us if there's some things you want us to include on the show. Maybe some weird shit that you've seen, or maybe some good shit you've seen on the deep web.
Please,
man.
some good news. Would
Yeah,
be
we'd
nice
like some
right
good
about
news.
now.
Like I said, the dark webs or the deep web. I keep calling it the dark web. The deep web is not always just used for fucking bad shit.
Dark web, deep web, same shit.
Well, no.
Potato, tomato.
So there's the web.
Potato, tomato.
There's the web, and then there's the deep web, which makes up a majority. The dark web is supposed to be like the fucking slums of it. But dude, I did want to tell you something about this before we get off of this. I was hearing this shit. There's a thing called Marina's Web. Have you guys ever heard of that?
Marina's web.
Yeah,
I
like
have not.
like the trench, Marina Trench, the deepest trench in the ocean.
yeah.
Mhm.
So, They have that. That's supposed to be the deepest part of the dark web. It requires a quantum computer to fucking access. Yeah. Fucking wild, dude.
Wait,
What does that even mean?
what does that even? Yeah, what does that even mean?
I don't know. That's what I heard. I don't know how to break that down for you. It just said it requires quantum computing to access.
You know what? We're gonna talk. We'll
And
talk
it's-
about it next week.
and it's
'cause I'm
ran-
interested in that.
And it's ran by AI.
What?
Yeah, and supposedly there's some type of conspiracy that when they created it, the AI took over, and so it's kind of just running itself, and it's like there's no like control of it.
AI is just running
Yeah,
around
it was
unbounded. in the
it was
deep web.
somehow created when that Marianas Trench of the dark web was created.
Okay,
by
so
quantum computing.
how? What's? You probably have the same questions
Or
I do.
not quantum computing, a quantum computer. And that's what they said. You need to access it. I don't know what makes
So
it
it's
a difference.
computer-generated algorithms that can only be read by quantum computers,
I guess.
because it would take a regular computer too long to even compute the information necessary.
Pretty much.
That's
what it
fucking
sounds like.
wild, bro. We're gonna talk about that next week. I'm gonna do some research on that.
Yeah.
'Cause that is interesting.
Yeah.
Going back to D-Wave. See, you just brought up Saturn, bro.
No.
You just brought up Saturn. Quantum computers.
Another fucked up thing before we get off of it, I wanted to put this out right now so you guys can kind of get a fucking census of this.
You say something else about Saturn, my head's gonna
Oh,
explode.
I'm going to say something about the fucking sex offender registries.
Okay.
There's over 780,000 people listed on there as of 2021. Just to let you know. In the United States.
You know,
May not seem like a lot, but that's a lot of motherfuckers.
I think
man.
we should use the pedos to build new pyramids.
No, just fucking shoot them.
Well, they're gonna die building the pyramid, so it's a win-win.
Yeah,
I
we,
don't want
We get
them to have any
megalithic
more of my
structures.
air.
We can just say that.
Well,
The
the
gods
sex
did.
offender one's a weird one too because you can get on that list by taking a piss in public.
Yeah, that's
So,
true.
it's a little
That
weird,
is true.
but I think.
Well,
Hopefully that was always a big thing. I remember when people would talk about like, oh, you piss in public, you end up on the sex offender registry.
yeah.
But there's apps for that. I suggest every parent or anybody, and regardless, should have the app so you know how many sex offenders are around your
That's
house.
watchdog.net, right?
There's one. There's like a sex offender locator. If you just type it into your app store, you just type in sex offender list, and it'll pop up an app, and you can find out who's all around you. Who knows? You may have a fucking weirdo living next to you, and keep an eye on your fucking kids.
Blood eagle.
I wonder if they make them have signs in their front yard. I
Should
thought,
tattoo it on their foreheads.
No.
Make them wear
What
clown
don't you
suits all the
understand
time.
that they should not be fucking breathing? Don't you understand about that? No tattoos.
The legal complexities involved.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You fucking idiot.
I'm sorry.
God damn, you fucking got that much fat around your brain too?
Fuck you. Small head ass
It's
bitch.
small head, dude. His snapback is hanging on for dear life right now.
Go fuck yourself. I don't even know what you just said. I'm reading this right now. Oh, shit. Oh, where the fuck is it at? Hold on. I had something else I wanted to talk about. One of the good parts to the web. Oh,
The hunters.
dude, I don't know about them, and I need to start looking them up because I talk about them a lot. But I heard there's two different hunters. There's like bad ones and
Tell me
there's
about
good
it.
ones.
Tell me about it.
I don't know. I don't know enough about it, but I did hear there's some bad ones.
We'll talk about it next week.
Yeah.
The hunters, the good ones, are supposedly this group that hunts down pedophiles, and they find them on the deep web and hunt the dark motherfuckers down. That's all I know about the hunters.
Yeah.
Inspiring.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't think we're done. Dude, our FBI agents are like, God
These
damn it.
motherfuckers.
We're
They're
trying
so
to
close.
fucking help you.
They're so close. We want
We
to
don't
arrest these
want
motherfuckers
you.
so
we
bad.
don't want you to do good.
But they just keep giving these disclaimers that just, fuck the legal system and its loopholes.
Damn it. I don't feel like we're saying anything wrong, but whatever. The dark web can help protect users' privacy in ways the surface web often fails to do. For example, users evading government censorship can share information about what's happening in their country.
Leaked
for instance,
documents.
China,
Leaked documents.
Yeah. Oh, WikiLeaks was using it. A lot of journalists use it that want to have, what is that called? What the fuck is it called?
Anonymity is
Anonymity,
being
yeah.
anonymous.
Anonymity.
And then
I'm surprised you know
What
that
was that
word.
off of Nemo?
Yeah,
Anonymity. God damn it. You
I didn't know
have
you read
kids.
words that
I've
long.
fucking
Yeah.
seen all those movies. Anonymity. All right. So yeah, go fuck yourself, Justin.
Hmm?
Fuck you.
Hmm?
So yeah, that's some of the pros, dude. I mean, dude, how you think some of those people in like China, they don't have fucking YouTube, I don't think, over there, dude. They need a place to fucking be able to reach out, you know? But yeah, all right, so we're off that.
Yeah.
What do you think about some of the shit that's going on right now, dog? What do you
what
think about
has
Bill
gone on?
Cosby, dude? What the fuck is
Fucking
up
Bill
with that?
Cosby, that son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Dude, that one video
Oh, that
was
is it.
hilarious as
Or he
fuck.
just leans back.
Yeah, he's like leaning back. And
Yeah,
it's like,
leans
dude,
back
it's
the
so
other way.
fucking funny.
Like, all right, dog.
It wasn't even Bill Cosby. It was the dude's
Do you
reaction
think he's
to watching
innocent,
this
man?
shit.
Because I don't understand this whole people like, oh yeah, thank God, you know, a black man was able to come out of prison. At least we got like on our side, you know, because the big thing is like, you know, white people with money always get out of everything. You know, oh, at least we got one out. You know, I see these comments, I'm like, what the fuck is
Dude,
wrong
there's
with
rich
y'all?
black people that get away with the same shit that rich white people. We just talked about this yesterday, Gabe.
Yeah.
It's infuriating because people still make it out to be a race thing. It's not a race thing. It's a class thing.
Yeah.
I think you said it last week, David. You said that same thing. And, dude, you guys got to fucking understand that at the top, they're using race to keep us at each other's throats. But at the top, they're all... Dave Chappelle says it in one of his stand-up specials. He's like, I don't know why you motherfuckers are cheering. He ain't helping you. He's helping me.
Exactly. But they got us fighting about fucking race.
Yeah.
dude.
It's just lower-tiered
We're fucking
bullshit.
dumb. Yeah. That's fucking... I don't know, man. But yeah, so you think he did it? So many fucking people, dude.
Objectively, I don't know. I don't know.
He says that it was the 70s and 80s and everybody was partying. But yeah, he gave these girls drugs, but they were all doing drugs.
Yeah, and everybody who's fucking each other at the
Well,
top.
I mean, there
is
has
on
been many
drugs.
cases like that where, you know, girls will go get fucked up drunk and then have sex with a dude and wake up the next day and claim rape. You know?
Right, dude. That just ain't right,
But
bro.
with how many girls are coming out, I don't know if that's the case. You know.
Sometimes people
it's,
just make dumb decisions.
It's a touchy subject too
Because
because
we've seen like college athletes get everything stripped from them because of that. You know.
who was it was like Penn State, right? One of the coaches was
Raping the,
the athletes, right?
yep,
Dude.
got caught in the bathroom or some shit like that.
Yeah, dude. That happened. I was living in Houston. Because I remember it being all over the TVs.
Yeah, it was a while back.
Because it was all over ESPN. That was like fucking 8 years ago.
Man, it's fucking terrifying. I think they just came out with like an $85 million settlement for the Boy Scouts of America or whatever.
850.
850 million. Yeah.
Yeah, that
Hold
was
on,
that.
for
Do you
what?
still have that article?
Why did they get that?
The payouts from the Boy Scouts have reached $850 million
What'd they do?
from all the child molestation.
Oh shit, my bad. I wasn't listening. I was fucking with that. The computer.
Breaking. This is from Breaking 911 on Twitter. They just tweeted this out
Yeah, but what is money?
last
do, man?
night at
The
8:14.
fuck is that?
Breaking. Boy Scouts of America has reached an $850 million settlement with tens of thousands of men who filed sexual abuse claims. Court filing shows. That's from via Reuters. Dude, where's Alex Jones was right? Let's see if they've got any good shit. I don't know how to work Twitter. Ah, here we are. This one? Okay, here's one. 1 hour ago, depopulation alert. Shocking new study reveals COVID vaccine terminates 4 out of 5 pregnancies via spontaneous abortions. But don't they tell you not to fucking get the vaccine if you're pregnant? Or the CDC or whoever go back on that now?
Now they're saying like refer to your doctor. And all
Well,
that shit.
and they're allowing kids.
What does the doctor know more?
They're allowing kids to get the vaccine from like 8 to 15. I think they approved it for them, which is fucked up.
Did we bring up last episode the Brett Weinstein and the podcast that Joe Rogan did?
California unveils system to provide digital COVID-19 vaccine records.
I think we brought it up for a minute.
That's
Good.
North Bay
Go-
business.
Did we?
Everyone go listen to that. I'd like to know what you guys think.
Go ahead. I'm just scrolling Twitter right now, trying to fucking find.
What are you
something
guys? What are you guys on? The vaccines?
I'm just reading shit.
You're just reading shit. But yeah, man, it's pretty wild.
Look at this bullshit. 12-year-old Maddie DeGaray was excited to be a part of the COVID vaccine trial. 12-year-old.
Yeah, because did you guys
And
know that the Kansas City
Look,
Public
she's in a
School?
wheelchair, isn't she?
Yeah, her parents are medical and engineering and wanted their kids to help bring an end to the pandemic. But now Maddie is in a wheelchair and needs a feeding tube.
Jesus Christ! I mean,
Dude,
they
that's
said.
fucking. I didn't even read that part. I just said that.
How come that's not on
But
Fox
I was
4?
like, what's up with?
I'm sorry.
How come that's not on Fox 4?
Dude, that's so fucked up. Let's just repeat this again.
Where are you guys seeing all this at?
Alex Jones was right on Twitter. And see, this is the there's a video. It's got the what is this? An interview or a court interview discovery possibly, but her parents are in medicine and engineering and wanted their kids to help bring an end to the pandemic. But now Maddie is in a wheelchair and needs a feeding tube. She's right here, bro. Look, 12 years old. With mommy and daddy wanting her to help bring in the new era, and now she's fucking
Who's that? Senator Ron Johnson's Twitter.
yeah, Senator Ron Johnson.
Well, I mean, we do know
Thomas
vaccines,
Massey's a
man.
hard
I mean, they're
motherfucker
not,
too. If you
Not everybody takes them. That's why they should be a choice.
they're
should
not,
be a
but fucking
choice.
idiots want to force people to put shit in their body. Just like this goes back to our conversation earlier. Let me say, good ideas don't require force. And if you're forcing other people to put shit in their body, regardless of the reasoning, it doesn't matter what it is. It could be ibuprofen. That's not right.
Should be forcing anybody to do anything.
Exactly.
When they're not hurting others.
And we're the motherfuckers who are labeled extremists on Facebook.
spreading it.
Ain't that
Okay.
some bullshit? Here she is again. That poor girl. That was a Pfizer vaccine.
No, you know what's sad too, bro? Is my daughter tells me at when her summer school just ended, but that there's still kids in there that are wearing masks because their parents told them to. You know how much that sucks, man? It's like, dude, you gotta have the parents that are making you wear a fucking mask. Oh god, I would have treated it like we did back in the day, and like when your mom's like, "Hey, wear a helmet," and fucking throw that bitch off when you hit around the block. Throw it in a bush.
It's truly terrifying putting your kids through stuff like that.
Yeah.
The repercussions of it later on.
This new woke generation, man. Woke generation. Hey, but we're the dumb ones, right? Just because we're not saying it's not something to take seriously, but at the same time, all we're preaching is give people a choice. That's it.
And at
man.
the same time, maybe allow.
And if you're that fucking scared, sorry. what were
No,
you
go
saying?
ahead.
If you're that fucking scared,
Oh, I got it.
like, fucking stay inside. There's Uber Eats. You can live inside your house and not walk a step out. Hold on, what were you about to say? At
I
the
don't
same
remember.
time,
I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
I got 2 articles here. This one's from HuffPost, since we were talking about child sex trafficking. Joel Davis is the youth ambassador for the United States of Sexual Violence and Conflict and the co-founding executive director of Youth to End Sexual Violence. He works in close partnership with the government, the United Nations, and various civil society and youth-led organizations to galvanize international support for the engagement of youth on the topic of sexual and gender-based violence and conflict. Prior to Youth to End Sexual Violence, Joel worked under the Director of International Policy and Partnerships at Physicians for Human Rights as an intern in the Program of Sexual Violence in Conflict Zones. Oh, shit. What am I doing? What's happening?
And this motherfucker.
I don't... Okay. Now, This is a screenshot of the Department of Justice press release. Southern District of New York. Founder of nonprofit to end sexual violence against youth sentenced to 13 years in prison for child pornography. Enticing a minor to have sex. Guess whose name this is? Joel fucking Davis. And this is how it works. These creeps are strategically placed in positions of power. They're all chess pieces on a board. On the same board with Jeffrey Epstein. And motherfuckers just like that.
Only gets 156 months.
Of jail time?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. Joel Davis was sentenced to 156 months in prison for enticing a child to engage in illegal sexual activity, 60 months for possession of child porn, and 60 months for distribution and receipt of child pornography. So he got 120, 276 months. I don't know how many that is in years.
Bloody gold.
Yeah, dude. And you know what? Our tax money is gonna fucking feed, house, and bathe this motherfucker for the next fucking 20 years.
But Justin,
10 on good behavior.
Justin,
probably.
we shouldn't have the power to end someone's life. It makes us no better than them.
An eye for an eye. Well, you know what? Maybe I want to live in a world where everybody's blind. You ever think about that? But no, you only think about yourself.
Yeah, I don't know about all that.
Or can we at least do
I
some
don't
type
live
of
in a world where
mutilation?
there's
All
no
right.
fucking chomos. That's all I
Dude,
want.
for sure. I'm done being angry for
At
the
least
day.
some type of mutilation, right?
God damn, dude.
For these guys, right?
Ah, fucking no mutilation. Stop breathing.
I think the word instead of mutilation, I think you're looking for decapitation.
And we're off of YouTube.
All right. We good?
Oh, hey,
We all
dude, I
good
want to
for
talk
the-
to you about. Have you seen this fucking Florida building collapse? Dude, they're finding bodies after bodies, man.
And I heard that John McAfee owned one of these apartments.
Really? Oh,
Yeah,
dude.
I heard that
Jesus
he
Christ.
owned an apartment condo, and some of the information from his dead man switch was kept there. That's
about
just
all
what
that.
I heard.
I
That's
did
what I
hear
heard
that
too.
3 years prior they were told that there needed to be some things fixed on that building. So
Well, how long has John McAfee owned this motherfucker? They knew they wanted to kill him for a few years at least.
there's still like 100 and something people missing,
Dude, it's fucked
and
up.
they're finding
That's fucking
kids
terrifying.
and shit, dude. I mean, do you know how fucked up that is? If you're a fucking business owner and you know your fucking building is not structurally sound, fucking do something about it. Because this is what can happen, you know. Everybody always wants to be a cheap fuck. But yeah, I think that's it. That's really going on right now.
9/11. That's
Dude,
who's been
you
posting
know,
all
you
this
know
shit.
another thing that I'd seen too, dude, is this fucking dude left his son, like 3 years old, and just dropped him off at some child development center and just left him.
What a piece of shit.
I know, dude, that happened here too. The fuck?
I fucking hate people.
What is up
man.
with people, dude? These are your kids.
Fucking
They
hate
look at you and have so much respect and trust for you. What the fuck?
Hey, can you Google this name real
Yeah.
quick? Christopher Singh. S-I-N-G.
Basically, what I'm saying is, fucking take care of your fucking kids. You're causing the fucking problem because you won't take your fucking time to
You're
spend time with your
perpetuating a
fucking
cycle
kids
of
and
abuse.
protect them. You're too busy being fucking selfish and worrying about your fucking self.
Everything in your life you're supposed to do for your kids at that point, right?
Yeah, once your kids come into this world, your life is no more.
They come
Your
first.
whole
type of
life
thing,
is for them. That's it.
and you just see it all the time where it's just not the case.
Yeah, I understand. You're not going to be the perfect parent. Fucking nobody
No,
is, dude.
people make mistakes.
Yeah, there's so much shit. Like I'm like, oh, dude, I could be better. I could be better than this, better than that. Fuck, I was a young parent, dude. You know, I was 18. You know, I grew up with my first kid.
Oh yeah.
And there's a lot of things like, oh, I could have done this better, could have done this better. But like, you're supposed to get better in time. But I can tell you one thing I never fucking did is think that I can leave my 3-year-old child at a child development center because I want to go fucking do whatever the fuck he wanted to do. I don't know why he left him. It's like, bruh,
That's so scary.
little
It's so scary.
baby.
To think that people just drop them off like
and they
that.
don't even know. They're just standing there going, well, I don't know what the fuck is going on.
I mean, we've all been lost in the department store. You know how that feeling is.
Dude,
You know what I
dude.
mean?
I don't know if I've ever been lost.
I've been lost in a department store, and I've lost my kid in a department store.
But this guy didn't lose
Terrifying.
him. He left him.
Dude.
Yeah. So, well, and man, we're gonna start getting into some dark shit because I've heard of everything from people purposefully leaving. Essentially, Sword and Scale. I've listened to every episode of Sword and Scale, and a piece of my soul has died because of it.
I told Justin about Sword and Scale.
I was sad.
A couple of months
I was
ago,
depressed for
and
like a month straight.
This motherfucker listened to every. I think it was like 100 and something episodes.
Like 170 fucking
And he
episodes.
listened to
bro.
them in like a month.
Of monstrous people.
Yeah.
Of monstrous proportions.
Yeah, it's fucked up. Hey, but it's eye opening.
So, I just want to point this out to get us off of that
What does he
shit.
always say in his intro? That monsters aren't always something they live with you or around you or some shit.
I don't know.
In his intro.
I don't know. Alex Jones posts a video. They kill you when you have a smoking gun, and then a week later, John McAfee gets suicided. Did you look up Christopher Singh? He's another person that they're saying was suicided. I don't know who that is though. And Alex Jones is saying, more suicides are gonna start happening because something's going on.
What's his name? Christopher what?
Singh.
Saying.
Yeah. I would just put suicide, not suicided. You fuck.
June 14, 2021. Birmingham TV anchor.
What did he know? So he died the 14th of June.
This is the Sun. Suicide linked to Clinton's crime syndicate. Read that off, Justin.
Christopher Sines suicide linked to Clinton crime syndicate, claims GOP rep Boebert after author of bill expose dies.
We'll have to look into it,
That's him right there. That's the guy.
I guess.
Man, I wish we could play this fucking video for y'all. It's a Fox News video. Can we not play that?
Yeah, but they won't hear it. I don't have it connected.
Okay.
So
Um,
just go look up the Sun. It's on there.
we'll actually post it. We'll share it to
After
our
we
social
look
media.
more into it.
Yeah. I'm curious to see what all he said. Because, they only kill you if you got a smoking gun, bro. Only when you start revealing new shit.
Sign 45 broke a story about Bill Clinton meeting the Attorney General Loretta Lynch in 2016 while she was probing the private email server of the former president's wife. He later went on to pen a book about the secret meeting in 2019, Secret on the Tarmac. Boebert, a Colorado representative who has been linked to QAnon conspiracy theories in the past, shared a clip of Sign discussing threats he got after publishing the book on Fox News. My family received significant death threats shortly after breaking the story. Credit cards hacked. My children, we have code words. We have secret code words that they know what to do.
Now, none of us really adhere to the QAnon shit. I mean, they are spouting some good shit, but the rest is filled in with dog shit. Half true shit.
Sign was working in Phoenix when he broke the story. He returned to ABC 3340 in Alabama in 2017.
So it's a typo. So are they spelling it sing on purpose?
No, it's Sign.
Right.
Sines.
No. This tweet that I'm reading, they have it spelled sing.
Why is that?
Maybe that's maybe that's code.
Maybe that's he's singing.
Singing like a bird.
Yeah, like a canary.
Or just a bird. I don't know. I think
No.
I thought it was like singing like a canary.
you only need canaries if there's carbon monoxide, right? Because they're super.
What?
Right? They used to use
I don't
them in
know.
mines,
Oh, yeah.
like a canary in a coal mine.
Oh, that's where that
Yeah,
comes
yeah,
from?
Because
yeah.
if the canaries start dying, because they have such a low threshold of carbon. Damn,
Damn.
man, he's singing like a bird,
dropping
baby.
Facts.
Oh fuck, bro. You know what? We're gonna leave off on that note. Unless everybody good?
Yeah, I'm good on that.
Yeah, I gotta take a shit.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, dude, is that protein shit? You know how it
Here's
is.
one more thing to the people out there. Hey, y'all, we're almost to, well, as of when we recorded this, I'm sure when you guys hear this, it'll be a week later, but
Thailand.
we're almost to 500 episode or downloads. So we're getting
And
there,
we
guys.
are at 199 Facebook likes. So we're so close to 200.
Keep spreading the word, people. Keep spreading the word. We appreciate it, everybody. Dude, let's give some shout outs to some of these cities, man.
I love you beautiful fucks.
Let's see what some of these cities that are up in the top, dude. Kansas City finally made it to the top. They were like third.
Yay,
Columbus, Ohio
where we
fell.
know everybody.
Shawnee, Kansas jumped up
These
too.
fucking assholes. Why did it take so long?
Fucking
Who the fuck do I know in
assholes.
Shawnee, Kansas? That's a lot of people. Thank you, Shawnee.
There's a few guys at work that listen to our show.
Oh, okay.
Dude, JJ was howling the other day.
How was it?
I just heard him in the machine because he's been working on the other 3.
Oh, he's been listening.
Dude, just fucking howling from inside the machine. Just like Spider-Man 2. That's going to be a shirt, by the way.
What does that mean?
Because I referenced Spider-Man 2 in the Quantum episode with Doc Ock, you know? So now everything is, just like Spider-Man 2.
So yeah, Kansas City, Shawnee, Kansas, Columbus, Ohio, Austin, Texas, Lake Stevens, Washington, Independence, Missouri, San Jose, California, Blue Springs, Chicago, Denver. Some of the top cities, man.
It's awesome. Much
And
love.
why are none of you reaching out to us telling us what you do and don't like about the show?
Yeah, reach out. Maybe because they're
Don't
so
make
demanding.
Gabe start fucking... you need
Yeah.
a little bit of alpha in your life, boy.
Don't make me start making up fucking comments.
Take your pants off.
Hey, we're in Kenya now.
To Gabe. I'm actually telling that to
We're
Gabe.
in 20 countries right now, everybody.
He's not even listening.
Fucking
He's
dope.
not listening.
No, I'm not. I'm in my zone, dude. Oh, we're in Kuwait, too.
He said,
Kuwait.
"Take your pants off, boy."
Yeah. I'm not taking my pants off.
Kuwait.
Yeah. And, dude, we're popping off in Thailand. Hell yeah.
Chewy.
What up, Thailand? Hey, do you know I seen that sometimes, though, that it's people using, fake IP addresses or VPNs or some shit? That's why. That's where a lot
So
of
they're
the
listening to us
European-
on the dark web, huh?
Yeah, maybe.
Fucking assholes.
Why are they
You're not
assholes?
helping our algorithms here. Listen to us on a credible platform.
Yeah, log off the deep net for a second.
Yeah.
Go listen to us.
Stop buying drugs and porn. I mean, I don't want you listening to my show if that's how you're going to be.
Who buys porn?
Yeah, porn's free. Pornhub, dog. What the fuck? Hey, you know what else I hate, dude? Is that all right? So
Yeah,
I
that
like
point.
some of these organizations that go and combat this human trafficking shit,
Mm-hmm.
but a lot of them say it comes from porn and all this shit. It's like, bruh, do you know how many people love porn and don't want to dive into some fucked up shit like
it doesn't
that?
lead to some dark,
Hell
twisted
nah,
shit.
dude.
Pornhub, that's how come they changed their whole process. You have to be verified in order to have an
man.
account.
Thank
now.
you, Pornhub.
Thank you.
And also, Pornhub, take off the weird shit.
Stop
This-
doing all the stepmom and schoolgirl bullshit. It's fucking
step brother,
weird.
stepsister. It's fucking weird. And the teen shit. What the fuck is that about?
Get off. I want to see some cougars getting railed, bro.
Not even that. Stop. It'll be, dude.
I know, that's right.
It'll be fucking Lisa Ann.
Hell
who's-
yeah.
Bitch is 45 years old, and it's
Hell
like
yeah, she
this
is.
teen or whatever. What the fuck, man? Better yet, Pornhub, stop putting fucking titles. Just stop putting. Just put numbers.
Just put
Number
numbers.
1. Number 2.
Number 8,600,000,000. Fucking-
Jesus Christ. I'm tired of
There's not enough numbers, Gabriel. That's why they don't do it.
fucking. Oh, yeah, that is true. That is very true. But I am glad they got rid of all the other shit.
Dude,
'cause,
for real.
Dude, we don't need to be looking
Now,
on there
what
and fucking
started
CP
that-
start popping up.
I think Pornhub actually just gave a dude a reward for 1 million download or some bullshit. Seriously.
Crazy.
1
Aren't there
million?
people streaming shows and stuff on Pornhub?
Oh, I'm sure. Come on.
I've seen gaming shit on
Gaming.
there. Yeah.
I'm sure.
Which is fucking stupid.
Fights.
Dude, nerds, get the fuck off of porn, all right?
Hey.
I'm trying to jerk it. I'm not trying to fucking see your Call of Duty stats on there.
Stop explaining anime to me in the comment section.
If I want to jerk off to TikTok, I'll jerk off to TikTok.
I'm only here for a couple minutes. I want to make the most of it.
I've already used enough water in the shower, all right? I'm trying to get the fuck out.
Yeah, I can't decide. I'm on page fucking 54 already.
You
Anyways,
go through 54 pages on
Damn,
Pornhub?
dog.
I'm just kidding.
Jesus
I'm just-
Christ. Damn, bro, just go to
Damn,
most
dog.
viewed. Let me help you out, bro. Let me cut the 2-hour
Well,
jerk off session you have and cut it down to 5
2
minutes.
hours, dude.
How
I
many
don't
filters
have,
are you
Most
going
viewed,
through?
all right?
I ain't got that
Jeez.
much. I ain't got that kind of
God
time.
damn, you want a
bro.
fucking storyline?
I ain't got that kind of time, bro.
He's talking about the 10 minutes in between breaks. You know what I mean? I already know it.
I'm beat my dick like it owes me money.
God damn, bro. Fucking weirdo.
No wonder that guy leans to the left.
Oh, it's leaning.
It's all about the angle of the dangle.
It's not that big.
It's not. Okay,
fine.
so Thailand, thank you. I wonder how. What's that thundering?
I don't know what that is.
It's the lizards, bro. They're fucking coming for us.
That or we're paranoid as fuck.
Dude, it's probably a little bit of both.
Probably a little bit of both.
It's probably because, you know. Anyways. All right, well.
All right,
get
guys.
out of here.
Well,
The purple pill phenomena. It
beat your meat
continues.
safely.
Yeah. Verified content only.
Yeah,
Stay off the dark web. You can learn about everything we talked about on the surface web. You don't have to dive into some weird shit in order to learn about it. Like we said, 60 Minutes did an interview with Peter Scoley, and that's
The
60,
60
minutes.
Minutes Australia,
Yeah.
not the United States one.
Yeah, United States doesn't give a fuck about any of that shit.
Obviously.
Obviously. We allow it. We keep fucking websites
No,
up.
Justin, you're being negative. I'm sure they do. There's plenty of shit out there. Just go look for it.
Here in a local case, there was like 30 some odd people who were busted for human trafficking, and the youngest, it was all ages of women, but the youngest was 9 years old.
That's
That they
horrible.
caught here in Kansas City, and it was a joint effort between Wichita and all the departments, basically from Wichita all the way to Independence. They caught it in Independence. So.
Well, that's what the pandemic was actually about. The conspiracy behind the pandemic was they shut everything down. That way they can get these mass
That's
pedophiles
the
out of.
QAnon conspiracy. isn't it?
Yeah.
But even
I don't know
places
much
here,
about it, so I don't.
even places around here, massage parlors were getting popped for
Yeah.
handy
Jerking.
J's in the back.
Happy endings. Anyways, we're going to get out of here. We
Yeah,
love
dogs
you.
barking. We're getting out of here. Yeah, look into it. We'll be back next week. So
Much love.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
yeah. Love y'all.
P3, we're out.